Time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is the heart of your mind. Should've known better, yeah. Take your hand and lead to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen and all its sad goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I could give her. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Time can never mend careless whispers of a good friend to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is the heart of your mind. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat her and waste the chance that I could give her. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Without tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way.
What up, man? What's up?
When I had you, I treated you bad, wrong, my dear. But since you in a way, don't you know why? Sit around with my head down, and I wonder. Loving you. Tick, 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 talk, talk, talk. Tick, 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 talk, talk, talk.
What up, y'all? Good night. Good night. How y'all doing?
I'm so glad to see you. Now I have the chance to say I've always been growing crazy. What must I do to make you Don't go.
We gonna have some fun tonight, baby.
Yesterday, why all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Oh, yeah. I believe in yesterday. Oh, so suddenly, yeah, I'm not half the girl I used to be. Oh, no, no, there's a shadow hanging over me. Now I know, oh yesterday, love was such an easy game to play.
Well, now we got a bunch of damn stripper rappers. Ain't that some shit, man? Damn.
To just act like we never were, to come around and not show her. How dare we grieve by shaking hands just months ago? How was your man? What's your man? I believe we it was over and we were. I'm trying to compose myself, but I just can't get over you, girl. Can't be cruel. No, no. Can't be no. I can't go on being just your friend. Can't be friend. 'Cause I'm still in love with you. I went 5 months, saw your car there. To her you still very, and it don't seem fair for everyone to just go.
She sang her ass off on this one.
And I'm trying and I can't do it, 'cause I'm still torn. I'm trying to think of you. It's just another love in my head. But it's not that simple, baby. We can't be friends. Oh, no.
Boy, trying to tell you, boy.
Didn't know if I could make it. I tried to hold out as long as
It's 11:30, baby. It's midnight love, baby.
I could. Tell you how I feel.
Go get your lady. Go get your lady. Write the hook, then we're going to get started. Let me let the hook play. Come on. Ricky! What's up, man? Oh, I miss R&B. What's up, man? What's up? What is up? It's your boy Sub-Zero. Back in the motherfucking house. Live. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that gotta take you back. That gotta take you back, Ricky. That guy, I was about to play this one, but I don't want to DJ all night. You know, I'm about to play some of this right here. You already know what that is. I ain't got to finish it. You know what it is, right? Look at, they sung this damn song right here. They sung this.
I'm so sorry. I just want you to sit down and just let me talk to you.
Listen to the words. Just hit it. Just rock what they say now. Watch this.
Last night we had an argument. You told me you loved me. All the things I said I never meant. No, baby.
Man, they just don't make them like Silk no more. What it is, what's happening. We about to have a little fun tonight. Down here in the basement, chilling. And, you know, I said, man, I ain't been live in a minute, man. You know, and this subject is gonna be a little fun, a little interesting to me, anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's my channel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, they gonna hit me with the copyright. I mean, they gonna copyright it. I don't care about that shit. They can copyright the music. I'm not monetizing my shit, so I don't give a fuck. They can copyright it all they want to. That's why I don't monetize my channel, because I would have been deleted if I was monetized. They'd have been got my ass, man. They'd have been got sub up out of here, man. Real talk. Real talk. I can't come on here like, oh, this nigger is making money too, and he doesn't believe in gender fluidity. What this nigger has to go. He doesn't like our Silicon Valley values, and he doesn't believe that there are 1,000 genders. He has to go. Like, you know how that shit go, right? You can't call that shit out and say something. And me, I go at their ass sometimes. So, you know, I try to be careful with what I say on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt people's feelings. You can't hurt people's feelings on YouTube. You can't. because Lord knows, you know, like Dave Chappelle said, certain people's feelings cannot get hurt. Two groups of people come to mind. First is the group the nameless group of people that we cannot even say their names, the J people, the people that begin with the letter J. You can't even begin to approach their ass. They can go out here and pump all types of evil shit, fuck up the stock market. Y'all think I don't see this shit going on with the stock market? Y'all think I don't see the manipulation? Like I used to think, you know, I'm gonna get started in a second, but I used to think that, man, people in Wall Street are just so smart and brilliant, and man, I could just never figure this shit out, right? And then now I'm starting to feel a lot better. When I see this shit they doing, I'm like, these motherfuckers, they not smarter than people. They just fucking cheating. Like, they just cheating. But you know what? This is why black people don't win a lot of times. Because you got to give it to the J people. The J people understand, the small hats understand the power of the dollar. They know how to manipulate that shit. If I make a lot of money, I'm going to bribe both sides. Republican, Democrat, they gives no fuck. Republican, Democrat, I don't care who you are. Right? Anybody that even remotely comes close to the White House is going to be bribed by Wall Street. And Wall Street is going to get away with all types of fuckery. Right? Now, I still believe the squeeze is going to happen, but I see the fuckery, which means I'll never. What's up, Angry? Angry Conservative. I like that name. That means I'll never invest in the stock market. After this shit over, they're not getting no money. They might get them. I might do the mutual fund. I'm not throwing no real money in there no more. And I'm starting to realize a lot of times, yeah, but all the bankers are small hats. That's what's fucked up more than anything. Is the bankers are small hats. The CEOs of these brokerage houses are small hats. Everywhere you look, you see a damn small hat. Federal Reserve, small hat, small hat. Gary Gensler, small hat. Everybody, right? It's a come on, bro. Come on. Adam Aaron, CEO of AMC Entertainment, small hat. All this shit is, look, they all related. They know what time it is. They cheating the American people out of their hard-earned bucks. And it's really fucked up. Bernie Madoff, you're right. He made off with all them folks' money. That's every time I hear Bernie Madoff, I think of, damn, that motherfucker made off with all them folks' money. That ain't shit, boy. He wasn't shit. You know, God rest his soul. The man dead. Ain't gonna shit on him. But what I'm saying is this. So this video is just me thinking out loud, right? And as I'm thinking, I'm just saying to myself, okay, so, you know, you got this girl. Yep. You can just keep going with the names, bro. You can keep, I'm talking about there's so many of them. Every bank you see, damn, they see, oh, it's a small hat. I'd be damn. Janet Yellen. Wait a minute, she's the chairman of the Fed. Wait a minute, small hat. Everywhere you look, they make up 2% of the population. They control the money. They control everything. And you wonder why on my channel, I go at that shit and I say something sometimes because I see it. What are the statistical chances that only 2% of the population controls all the reins of power? What does that tell you? Huh? They only make up 2 to 3% of the whole entire population. And most of them don't touch that shit. It's really a little small cabal of them. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. All right. So this subject is always, you know, I find this, and I've seen this before, right? A lot of times, a lot of black men, they'll say some shit like, well, you know, man, I'm a good man. And she doesn't know it's a good man right here in front of her. And she doesn't know. And she's wrong. She's ratchet. She's stupid. She chooses a nigga just because he said, hey, baby, I sell drugs. I want to be with him. Like, that's what they say, right? They say that all the thug got to do is just wear his pants off his ass and say he sells drugs. And just by the sheer fact that he sells drugs, he's going to beat you, right, in the dating market because he's just the apex predator, right? That the thug somehow is just going to beat out the regular, plain Jane guy. You know what I'm saying? That actually goes and gets a job or has a degree. I'm a good man. I got a job. I got a degree. What the fuck does that mean? Well, the standards are so low as a black man. Any black man that goes to college gets a job, and don't let him make a good 80 or more, 70, 60 or more. Then shit, he the man. You know, I'm the top cream of the crop shit, right? I'm the dude that women should be lusting over, right? Because I have everything going for me. I'll make a good father. Now I don't, that remains to be seen. We'll get into all that. But I'll make a good father. I'll make a good husband. I'm understanding. I'm caring. Look, baby, you come live with me. I'll take care of you, right? Let me think. What else? What else do I hear? I hear shit like, man, this nigga got a felony, man. This nigga, man, come on, man. This nigga, And look, we've all seen the brothers judge and drag down the brother because he got a felony. I'm not taking up for the fuck ups of the community, the Pookie and Ray Rays. I'm not taking up for them because Lord knows they some fuck ups. I will agree with that, right? And I just think that a lot of times we get into these subjects and we really don't think this shit through, right? Because you ask yourself, okay, I'm a good man. Why she choose him, right? Why did she choose the guy that's not the I ain't gonna say conservative, the guy that's not like me, right? And you got to ask yourself, and what brought this video on? Shout out to the homie Ejisa. I just thought about it the other day when he was talking. He was just like, there is this air of entitlement with the I ain't gonna call them educated lames. I'll call them just regular brothers. The regular brother, the brother, the white collar brother, or the brother that he may be blue collar, but he has a clean record. He's this, he's that. So, I mean, that brother is probably, I don't know if Steve Harvey went to jail. Now, that I don't know. That brother's probably the guy that a woman should want, right? He's the guy that you should want to bring home to mother, right? Because this guy is, he has a clean record. He's, I don't know what else he thinks he brings to the table, but that's the thing. There is really no real reason. Because to me, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Should a woman value your earning potential? Yes. I think a woman should value a man's earning potential. Do women need to be more hypergamous? Black women? Yes. I will agree 1,000%. Black women do need to be more hypergamous. Black women, but we're going to get into all this, right? Because I'm about to jump into another subject, but we're going to keep going, right? So do black women need to be more hypergamous? Yes. Do black women need to choose better? Well, let's unpack that for a second. What do you mean choose better? Well, a lot of times black women choose the man who's tends to be, the nemesis of the regular brother, which is the thug, right? The thug. Now, we have no statistical data to back this. We could just say, well, men have kids and more men have kids than men that don't. And the guys, so it's guys out here with multiple baby mamas and shit like that. Well, is there a way we can really delineate this? Because let's think about it for a second. Just because you have multiple baby mamas, that makes you a thug? Because if that's the case, a lot of educated brothers, a lot of quote unquote regular brothers are thugs too. Because needless to say, because all you got to do to be a reckless baby daddy is really just, have a condom break a couple of times, which I've had condoms break. Trust me, I have. I've had condoms. That's why I really, I had a couple of scares, right? And so I'm like, you know what? My condoms broke. I was scared. Me and this girl, man, we were scared. We was, oh shit, here we go, right? But the period came on. Thank God we didn't have a child. But I had to have it a couple of times. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was stupid. A lot of times I went straight raw, just being straight up. I said, hey, baby, just let me put the head in. We're gonna be all right. I pull out. My pull-out game strong, right? We do that. We do that number, right? We try to, and I'm the only one. I know you good brothers don't do that, right? Good brothers don't do no shit like that. Good brothers have never had sex without a condom, ever, right? Y'all already see where this video about to go, right? Good brothers have never went in a woman raw, right? Although it does feel a lot different. I'm gonna tell you that shit now. It's a lot different. This shit, you better know what you're doing, because that shit, you can get a baby quick with that, boy. Good Lord, right? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. You can't go into a woman raw. And a lot of these brothers, the good brothers, they don't go into women raw. They've never had a woman have an abortion, or they've never, the good brothers have done things the right way, right? They were chaste. They weren't out there because I just was focused, right? Like, let's keep it a buck, right? The good brother will tell himself. Now, this is not reality, but he would tell himself that, look, I didn't have kids because I was disciplined with my dick. It wasn't that I couldn't do what Pookie and Ray Ray did. I just chose not to because I wanted to have my degree. I wanted to have this. I wanted to have that. And I didn't want to go out there and pop a bunch of kids out of wedlock because I knew better, right? When really, in all actuality, that's not the case. What the real case is he couldn't get the pussy that he wanted. He wanted to fuck as many women as he could, and he didn't. That's the bottom line, right? I know that pisses off a lot of brothers because they'll be, no, man, you full of shit, man. It ain't that, man. I was disciplined. Hell, I could have had this. I could have, yeah, everybody's a master player and a pimp when it's time to talk about the women, you know what I'm saying, that are, you know, what other races of women use birth control? You know, I was about to do this video on Jenny Ma, which is Jeezy's wife, and Jeezy agreeing to not raise their child with a gender, right? And I was just going to talk about, well, damn, I thought all the Asian women were super submissive and all that shit. What's up with this, right? Because, damn, I don't think Jeezy has had kids before. I ain't never seen him talking about no gender fluidity shit. So that's all. What's up, DC? That's all Jenny Ma, right? But hey, I don't know what it is when brothers date out. You know what I'm saying? They just, damn, but these women be fucking and sucking these niggas' brains out. These niggas don't be wanting to, they lose their values and all that shit. I'm like, come on, Jeezy. Come on now. Come on, dog. I don't even look at Jeezy the same when I read that shit today. Like, what? Nigga, you gonna do what? You gonna raise your child without a gender? You gonna let your child choose their gender? Shit. And you talk all this real nigga shit? Nah, you ain't no real nigga. I'm through. Nah, Jeezy, you ain't no real nigga. Look, it's gonna be a divorce before you raise my child talking about they gonna choose their gender. That's grounds for divorce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, yeah, he down with the machine, but damn, that's your child. That's your seed. You finna fuck them up. Guess what they about to do? They about to fuck that child's head up so bad, right? But this is the, you know what I'm saying? It's weird because it's like these kids are just part of the, you know, they about to start using their kids and shit. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that, I just don't think women from other races are just so perfect like we try to put them on pedestals. But that's not the subject. That's not the subject that we're trying to go down. What we're trying to go, because if they was on that, then why is these white boys, why do the white boys have a damn red pill and all this PUA and all that shit? And why are they got a bunch of incels and shit? That, I mean, the article I read the other day kind of arranged that to be true, right? That, you know, 30% of white guys, because they said Americans, but I think that's a bunch of white people. Because when you say American, the country's what, 65% white. So we mostly probably talking about white guys. 18 in the age of 18 and 30, they're not even getting laid within the last 12 months in the year 2018. So that tells me they probably disgruntled too, bro. It ain't just all peaches and cream on the other side. But anyway, back to the subject. You know, at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, this is just my personal opinion. They say conservatives are part of a cult. Shit. I mean, I'm conservative by value, right? But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this, man. Is it that she chose that other guy because he's just so bad of a guy? Like, let's really examine the thug, the street dude, for a second. Let's dissect him, right? Why do we have this? Because it is popular. I've heard it that street dudes, women like street niggas, women like street niggas. So why is that? Why do we believe that, right? Because I'm not foolish enough to think in my mind that all street niggas are just bad with women. I'm not finna try to come and argue that point. That's not the point I'm gonna argue. But why is it that they tend to get women? I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna tell you number one thing I found with women. Number one, women like men that are mysterious, right? They like men that they can't figure out. They like men that keep them guessing and on their toes. White, black, Asian, any woman likes a man that is mysterious. Every culture has them, right? And because a man seems mysterious, when he seems like he's a maverick, man, Russia and Ukraine, that's another video, bro. They already found some shit with Joe Biden being bought out by the Chinese, man. It is what it is, right? I told y'all that 2020 election had consequences. All the people came in my chat fucking with me. Oh, well, I just came to see your tears. All right, bitch, how you feel paying $3 and some change for some gas? Huh? How you feel with your damn city still shut down? This motherfucker. Anyway, I ain't gonna even go there. Right? Motherfuckers running from California. They blocked the whole damn western seaboard over the damn environment. Talking about, oh, every truck that hauls shit in California got to be under 3 to 4 years old, right? So that shit causes a damn distribution supply chain problem. And now you go to every store in the country. I go to the damn grocery store the other day this weekend, and the damn shelves was damn near empty. And I'm tired of that shit. I'm like, damn, I can't even go to the damn grocery store and buy no damn chicken because the whole damn chicken aisle is gone, right? Just shit like that, right? So, you know, at the end of the day, elections have consequences. I've heard it said 1,000 times. People didn't like Donald Trump because of some shit he said on Twitter, but at least you paying $1.50 for gas. That shit mean way more than me. We all know Trump would have flew his ass out there and would have shut that supply chain shit down. Easy. He'd have been out there with a bullhorn, cussing people out, and people have been on Twitter. I don't like him. He cursed at a truck driver. Who gives a fuck? Long as your shelves are full, gas is cheap, right? Energy independence. Motherfuckers ain't fucking with America because they know we got somebody in there that's gonna crack that whip and he about their life. People left us alone now. Now look, right? Motherfuckers are all like 30 miles off the board, off the coast with submarines and shit. It is what it is. See what I'm saying? It is what it is. But they ain't gonna do shit because Biden's one of theirs. So they know that shit. It's just they just flexing their muscles. They're not gonna really go to war. Why would they go to war? They got their guy. They put him in there, right? They put him in there. He's their guy. Why do you think he left Afghanistan? He made millions off that. Look into it. He literally owns a Chinese company that has a major contract in Afghanistan right now with the Taliban. But hey, you know, the average Joe Blow on the street don't know all this shit. So I don't even, I have no, because if Trump had done that shit, it would have been a big deal if Trump had cussed at a reporter. Let me get back on the subject. Let me get back on. Y'all gonna get me into politics, right? I'm gonna say this, man. Guys, you might want to ask yourself, why is it that you feel that way? Why is it that you feel that a woman chooses the thug? And like I said, here we go. The code is back in with the hashtag SYSBM. We know who you're a subscriber to. We know who you're a subscriber to, don't we? Anyway, passport. Get your passport. That's right. Go overseas and buy pussy. That's right. There you go. Anyway, why is it that you don't get chose, right? Because it seems like, damn, like this brother, this Jenkins, this brother so sad, he got to hop a plane and go get some cooperation from a woman. Ain't that some shit? Get your passport, right? Man, I'm gonna get my passport. And look, man, I don't like to shit on black men because I'm a black man and I have a son that's gonna be a black man one day, right? And so I get it. I get why people are very protective and sensitive about certain subjects. Man, who wants to be dragged, right? Who wants to have their insecurities? Who wants to have their insecurities put out there, right? Like, oh my God, like, you know, you dragging me, you putting me out there talking about me going overseas or talk about me because I'm not economically viable or talking, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. They're beneath you. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They're beneath you. That's bullshit, right? Surely. Let me tell y'all some real deep shit. This is what I feel. It's almost like y'all ever seen the big woman that's overweight and she got a funk ass attitude. You know why she got that attitude? She got that attitude because she know nobody want her fat ass, right? And a lot of times, the big woman with the attitude, a lot of times the woman with the attitude that's big and shit like that, she'll have that attitude as a defense mechanism, right? The brain justifies what, you know what I'm saying, like the heart desires. You don't want to be uncomfortable. You don't want to face the fact that you're not really desirable in the dating market. So you tell yourself all these little fancy little things. I don't want leftovers. That's why I'm spending $1,000 to go overseas, because I don't want leftovers. I'd rather spend 2 weeks buying pussy than to have to deal with the bullshit that I have to go through in the Matrix, right? And it is, right? I hear it. But you got to ask yourself, you think every black man feel that way? And is every black man that doesn't feel that way, is he a thug? Right? Is every black man that's not out here flying overseas to buy pussy, that don't even think like that, right? The overwhelming majority of us don't even have passports. Like you talking about only about 5% that even got a passport. Half of them are probably married. Few of them are probably gay. So it ain't that many. You only talking about 1 to 2, maybe 3% of black men that actually can even do that shit, that even hop in a plane and go somewhere. So we're not talking about a big, large swath of black men, right? And that's what I'm saying. So single mothers and shit, every day somebody turns 18. Why don't they go? And unless this dude is 30, 40, 50 years old, why don't he go get him it's a young girl out there without a kid that'll probably give you some cooperation. You always talking about you can get your young girl. Go get one. Oh, you can't compete. Oh, and that's what the real crux of this video is, guys. See, let me explain something to you. There's this entitlement, big swath of entitlement from the educated brothers that think that I should get the pussy because I'm a good man. My thing is, what the fuck have you done? Why does a woman deserve? Why do you deserve any fuck? Well, shit, she dating. I'm doing her a favor by dating her. Well, okay, well, shit, she can get dick from anywhere, right? Well, hey, just about dick. I want a wife, nigga. No, you don't. You want to fuck, and that is really the crux of this video, right? Shout out to the brother Ejisa. The other day we was on here, and he told the truth, and that really made me think about that shit. Like, oh, we finally have one of the good brothers. This brother's educated in the nursing thing. He traveling nurse. I know you're making 6 figures because you traveling nurse. Your ass making at least $50. Probably making more than that, right? So he probably making good money. He traveling. And what did he say? He said, I just want to fuck with no strings attached. And so, and I politely told the brother, I say, you know, man, quite frankly, what's the difference between you and the rest of these niggas? As a woman, right? Follow my logic, guys. Don't eat me up yet. Don't cuss me out in the comments. Just listen. Follow my logic, right? So you a female, right? Fat ass, pretty face. You got all these different choices. You don't know who to trust, right? And the Pookie and Ray Rays, you know what they want, right? Off the top. And then you got the in-between guys that are attractive that you might fuck with. And then you got the guys that aren't as attractive, right? They all staring at your ass. Like this is what I'm talking about. They all staring at your ass when you're at the gym, working out. They see you doing the leg thing. They over there trying to stash your pussy while you're coochie, they want to see your monkey while you working. All that shit, right? So you know as a woman, all men want to fuck. Every man that's in my face, this is how these women think. Just hear me out. Every man that's in my face wants to fuck, right? He's not in my face because I'm deep and I'm so smart, right? He's in my face because he sees this ass. This is how these women think, I'm telling you. He's in my face because he sees this ass and he wants it. And I'm going to tell you how I know that, because any woman with a nice body, she knows it, right? You know what I'm saying? I said tongue in cheek. Oh, you said you ain't shit tongue in cheek. My bad, dog. Well, obviously, I'm not talking about Ejisa then. I'm just talking about in general, right? Because Ejisa's a good man, right? A good man. He's a good man. He want to fuck with no strings attached, but hey, I'm a good man. Well, for a woman that, let's say you're 32, right? You did your fucking when you was 20, 26. But around 27, you start saying, all right, man, look, I'm tired of all this fucking, right? I need a man that really wants to settle down and have babies. I'm ready to have some kids. I'm ready to be a wife. I'm ready to settle down, right? And the problem that she's going to run into at that age is that man that says he's a good man, she's going to date a few of them. I've dated women that dated the quote-unquote good guy. I had a female I dated. She dated a dude that sold insurance. That nigga, you know how much baggage I had to deal with because of the fuck shit. And I'm going to tell you, and I hate to say this is going to sound real fucked up, right? I went to high school with the dude. He would wear polos and he was very non-assuming. He kept trying to play basketball, kept getting cut because he wasn't that fucking good, right? He had a mouth, right? He had a big mouth, love to talk shit, right? I mean, we was in high school, he would talk shit. Man, I would backdoor his ass, catch alley-oops on that nigga backwards and shit. He was a scrub in so many words. But he was smart. Smart brother, was in Lamp. And if you're familiar with Lamp, Lamp is like one of the top 3 magnet schools in the whole United States, okay? So he was a smart brother, right? Wound up selling insurance, has his own insurance firm. I think he's doing very well. Actually, he does that now. But back then, he was a branch manager at a bank. He was making about 65, 70. Right? He's died because he told my homeboy how much he was making while we was overseas one time. They was on the phone. He was like, yeah, man, I went to this other bank, came back, they gave me 65,000. So he's doing pretty, that's a lot of money in Montgomery, right? So he dated this girl that I wound up dating later, right? And when I tell you that nigga wasn't shit, the shit she told me that nigga would do, the way he would act. She told me, you know what she told me? She said, he seems very non-assuming. He got, I think, something wrong with one of his arms or some shit. His arms kind of deformed a little bit, but it don't look like it. But one of his arms is kind of fucked up, right? But she said he had that little arm thing, and yeah, I just didn't know that he would be such a dog and just act. I mean, he was very disrespectful. I was like, but wait a minute, this is the educated brother, and this is. Come on, Cole. The coldest, you about to take the video down another road. I'm not going to read your comment, bro. I'll read it later because I know you want to start some shit, right? All this brother won't talk about is going overseas. Go. Be happy. Go overseas, brother. Catch it. Where you at now? You're supposed to be overseas now, nigga. Go overseas. Uproot your whole life. Get your passport. Fuck these hoes. Go. Look, man. Uproot your life. Go take your ass overseas and say, fuck it. Right? If I felt the way these brothers felt, do you think I would stay my ass in America if I felt that way? Most brothers that talk like that can't. See, now we're getting into the real crux of the matter. You can't up and leave. You can only go overseas for a week or two at a time, and you probably got to work and save and shit like that to go. You can't just go sit on the beach and work overseas. You think listen. If I was single and didn't have no kids, I'm finna, look, man, I'm gonna take my ass overseas. I'll be over there right now in the DR or Brazil or wherever the fuck I'm gonna go on the beach. First of all, I would not even be in no chat to my hashtag SYSBM. Man, fuck it. I'll be gone. That's how I know your ass is in America and you probably at work right now. Your ass is either at work somewhere, which means you can't uproot your life and go nowhere. So now you're angry, right? And that's what I'm talking about, because you're losing while you're here. See, I can go over there and do the shit you do too. I can go, but can you do the shit? But when you're in America, you're not really valued in the marketplace. It's just the bottom fucking line, right? And I'm gonna tell you how I know this. Like I said, the brother that was a nerd and shit, he made a mess. My thing is, at the end of the day, the girl was telling me like he did this, he did. I mean, this nigga was choked her one time. This nigga was acting a fucking fool. And I looked at, I was like, I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm like, that nigga? Because I looked at her and I looked at him. I was like, she way over that nigga. Like he ain't nowhere near on that. But she's like, I just thought I would give him a chance. He wasn't anything. He was a bad guy. I was like, damn. All these niggas talk all this shit about they, because I remember he one of them brothers that'll say some shit like that. Man, she like the thug niggas, man. He one of them guys. Then when he got him, what did he? He ain't no different than the rest of these niggas. Just like I said. A lot of the guys that talk this shit about they can't get no woman, right? Look at, here come the porn people, I swear, right? A lot of these niggas that talk that shit about how you can't get a good woman and you got to go to whatever country, third world country, because they not talking about going to Puerto Rico. Believe that shit. They're not going to a developed country. I mean, I can't use my American passport and my dollar to get pussy. Why would I go to a country where I actually have to bring something more than just, my passport and a dollar, right? So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. I don't think we've really thought this shit through, and I think we really conceded a lot of points. We kind of gave up a lot of shit that we probably shouldn't have, right? A lot of people have just not argued some of this bullshit and said, you know what, man? I don't know if the thug is really the apex predator. I don't really think the only reason the thug beats out a lot of guys is number one, he probably ain't kissing. Let me tell y'all a story. This is some real shit. Tell y'all what happened. So I was in like 9th grade, right? It was this girl, and I was young, inexperienced, didn't know shit, right? So it was this girl that I thought was just so beautiful, right? And I remember being scared to even look at her. Like I used to, like for real, like she'll come talk to me. I look her ass in the face and turn away. I couldn't look her in the face. Just couldn't, right? So I remember this dude that was like a Crip or some shit or blood or whatever, right? I forget his name. The nigga dead or in jail, one of them. But anyway, we was in class and this nigga said some disrespectful shit to that girl. I forget what he said. Called out her name, all that shit. She started crying. Okay, this nigga, they was having words. This nigga, oh, bitch, you know. I was like, damn, this nigga talked to this girl like she ain't shit, you know. And so, long story short, that was like, let's say that was like October, or let's say that was January. We had an end of the year party, right? You need the single mother argument. You need that shit. You know what I'm saying? You need the single mother argument, right? Because if you didn't have that argument, then you got to face your shit that you just lame as fuck. See, that's really the bottom line. Not you, brother. I don't know you, man. No, don't take this the wrong way, brother. Just saying, objectively speaking, right? Every woman's a single mother, right? It ain't no such thing as a woman, because there's always a woman turning 18 every day with no kids. I mean, shit. And I'm sure some turned 18 5, 6 years ago. They still ain't got no kids. 8 years ago, 9 years ago. You can't find your 25, 26. Easy to find a woman in the mid to late 20s without kids. That shit ain't nothing. What's all this complaining? Right? Why are we complaining? Single moms. Like, okay, well, she ain't one. Go get her. Oh, you can't. Oh, you got to. Oh, okay. Anyway, because I see every once in a while, I'm going to read your comment, and I might respond, right? So anyway, the girl was at the party. They had a party, right? Like around like the last week, let's say May, right? So it's been 5 or 6 months, but they barely spoke to each other. I remember we was in class, and they barely was speaking shit. And he would say shit, and everybody would laugh. He was like one of them kind of thugs that always had. He was a comedian or what. I forget the dude's name, right? So I didn't go to the party. They say old girl was at the party, right? And you know, this backseat. In my generation, we danced with women, right? We would dance with girls. It wasn't you're gonna go to the party and we would dance. Boys in the South, especially, you know, you can see dudes in the South. We, especially back in the day when we had our shit going, we gonna dance, nigga. We ain't finna just be up in this bitch and not dance and not, trying to see leaning up on the wall, trying to look tough and shit. For what? Like we didn't think, we thought that shit was dumb. Like we put this shit right here.
Not too fast and not too slow. Pump that phone. Come on, let's go.
That's how we used to get down back in the day, especially in Alabama. In this house, this is how we right here. Yeah. We had fun, right? So anyway, that type of music we put on back in the day, right? We getting it in, we having fun. Southern country boy, we gonna have some fun, right? So they say I wasn't there, so I don't know this to be true. But they say the nigga fucked the girl and I was like, she fucked that nigga? Right? And now as a grown man, I would understand why she would do some shit like that. She young, she's insecure. Everybody kisses her ass. And then you got this nigga who comes in, he's charming, he cracks jokes, he doesn't give a fuck, he's a maverick, right? When I say maverick, he doesn't follow rules. It's not that the thug is see, when you say don't follow rules, you will see that's a thug. No. That's not necessarily a thug. Everything I just named off isn't necessarily a thug, right? That's just a confident black man, right? You can be mysterious and not be a thug. So we got to dissect that shit. That's why the thug wins in a lot of guys' eyes, is because you think that he's winning because he sells dope. No, that's not it. He's winning because he carries a gun or his pants is sagging. He's a gang member. He's been to jail 5 and 6 times. He's reckless. He's low IQ, and he'll respond. He'll fly off the handle. No. What that means is, a woman, you know, and when you look at that shit, that's how a lot of them think, right? And that ain't it. What'll happen is a lot of dudes will just really sweep that shit under the rug, and you really need to dissect that shit. The dude, I really think that if they did get down, which I don't know if it's true or not, I really don't care. The point I'm trying to make is, I think that she saw he didn't kiss her ass because she had a big ass and a pretty face, which to a woman, her looks is everything. A lot of women, not all of them, but to a girl that's like the cutest girl in the school, everybody, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Niggas was just sweating her hard. And so she had this ideology that she was the shit. And so some nigga comes and just completely destroys her programming. Like, well, you ain't all that, man. Fuck you. I don't give a damn. Like, that's how the nigga was talking to her. So that right there took the whole path down another thing. So she went home like, damn, he doesn't think he's not gonna kiss my ass. He's not. Shocked her, right? He displayed value, right? You don't have to be a thug to do that. And you ain't got to cuss her ass out and call her a bitch to do it. You could just not kiss a woman's ass. That's the first thing, right? After that, I think another reason that we think that the thug wins a lot of times is because, like I said, he's a maverick. And what do I mean by that? He's just a man's man. He's not afraid of shit. He's not fearful, right? He's, you know, one thing that I think is really very, very, very misconstrued about a lot of brothers is that we think that the thug is the gonna just whoop everybody ass. And look, listen, nothing could be further from the truth. I seen thugs be barred down, as we call them in Alabama, get scared when they check a nigga. The nigga ain't scared. Like, nigga, what's up? What's happening? Right? And it's different. Right? It's a certain air about it. Right? Women, one of their primal needs is to feel protected and safe. So the thug has an advantage because, you know, you got to understand, you got rap music, you got TV, you got all that shit. And so we think, oh, in the small head has made sure that that's looked at as the zenith of what it means to be a black man is the thug, right? But needless to say, any man with any self-respecting man is not gonna take no fucking disrespect with his lady or some shit. Most men ain't. I mean, you know, most that I know. I don't know too many dudes gonna let a nigga do some shit like fill on his wife's ass or some shit. Nigga, you gonna have to kill me, motherfucker. That's about respect for me, right? That shit about respect, my nigga. You don't respect me, you do some shit like that. You know, I don't mind niggas stand and looking. Do you look? You know what I'm saying? But respect me. Don't do no shit like that, right? And so women, as you get older, women like shit like that, right? So this is another reason. So he didn't kiss our ass. He shows the ability to be, and all of these are things that any man can exhibit, right? Good example. I've been around brothers that are like, good example. I'm gonna give you a real good example. The dude that I told you that was fucking that dude's girlfriend that worked with me that was making 200 and some thousand a year, and his girlfriend fucked the dude that worked at Jiffy Lube, probably was a manager or some shit. What he's making, about 50, 60. And everybody's like, you know, on paper, that sounds very stupid and dumb till I saw the dude. No homo. Like I said, good looking brother, muscular, tall. And I'm going to be honest with you. You fuck with that nigga, you better be ready to whoop his ass. Right? He that type of dude. Like, he was friendly. He'll talk to you. He was a people's person. But I can kind of tell if you fuck with this nigga, you might have to whoop his ass. We wasn't no bitch, right? You can kind of tell. That shit, women like shit like that. The dude that she cheated on, about 5'6", 5'7". Kind of overweight, right? Had a little stomach on him. Wore glasses. Just not really a physically imposing guy. Let's put it like that, right? Smart as a whip, though, right? And so the point I'm trying to make is a lot of times you lose not because the dude sells drugs, not because the guy is some gang member, but you'll lose because this guy is mysterious and it encompasses all of the things that I just described, right? But let's set that aside for a second. So that's the third. Now let's analyze the educated brother, the brother that got the degree, didn't have any kids, right? and he says he's a good man. One of the biggest questions you can always ask him is, what makes you a good man? And I know people, well, man, they don't want to brag, man. You know, we're not bragging. We got to be real about that shit, right? So what makes you a good man? Ask yourself that. If you're losing to Pookie and Ray Ray, what makes you a good man, right? Well, if I get with her, I'll be in a committed relationship. Stop lying. Ain't that right, Jesus? I'm always looking over my shoulder. Shit, I can always find her. I just always think I can do better. So why would a woman give you her body if you're going to be like, man, I take it, but shit, I don't really want to be with you. I just want to fuck, bust a nut, move on to the next. Well, shit. What's she getting out of it besides hard dick? What is she getting? Is she getting any type of commitment? Is she getting anything from your ass besides some hard dick? No. You know what I'm saying? So when it's all said and done, you really ain't no better than them damn thug niggas. You really ain't. Like, I hate to break it to you. I know. I hate to break it to you because a lot of brothers are gonna, man, I am better. I ain't got no record. I ain't got this. I ain't got. Well, she don't give a fuck. The nigga making money. He ain't, you know, he ain't probably, you know, even if he's not selling drugs, if he driving trucks, because all Pookie and Ray Rays ain't just, you know, niggas out here slinging rocks, right? We talking about, because a lot of women, I know a lot of women that won't fuck with a nigga that sell drugs. I know y'all don't believe that shit, right? Plenty of women. I don't want no nigga. I want no drug. I want a regular dude, right? But she get him, and you be like, well, I'm a regular dude. Why she want me? I see why. I can listen to you talk. I can look at the way you dress. I can look at the things you think about yourself, and you have this entitlement mentality. But that's just one. You entitled. You think you entitled to the pussy because you didn't have kids out of wedlock and you got your education and you got a job making over $60,000. So you don't fall into that category, right? But that's just one reason why. Another reason why is you think you so much better than the motherfucker. Like, a woman a lot of times gets dry when you talk. I had to watch that shit because me, I got a lot of opinions and shit like that. I can talk about shit damn near any subject. I hate to say that shit because it makes me sound like I think I know it. I don't know everything, but I can talk about damn near any subject with damn near anybody, right? And so you got to be careful because a lot of times you got to shut the fuck up, let a woman talk and tell you her opinion. Even though you may think this shit is stupid, let her get this shit out. Then tell her why you disagree. Well, this is why I disagree. You know what I'm saying? You know, is there such thing as an educated thug, but nobody talks about him? Facts. Well, I mean, that's another thing. A lot of these guys that are street dudes, they can talk about that just like me. I said they can talk about any subject. You can sit some of these street dudes down and talk about quantum physics. They may not be like the best at it. You know what I'm saying? The hoes turn him into a savage steel. Well, you know, at the end of the day, that's you. And I ain't gonna say you, but that brother that turned into a thug really didn't know how to handle his fucking emotions. I mean, turned into a savage and want to be out here fucking and dumping. Like I said, you ain't shit either, right? So if you want to be that, you want to be Future, like you just said, we put this on the screen. So if you want to turn into Future, stop bitching and coming on these panels. Talk about it ain't no good black women. Talking about you looking for a wife. You ain't looking for shit but a nut, a cum receptacle, something that you can bust it right down her throat, right? That's what you want, right? Stop it. I'm cool with that. Know who the fuck you are. Some of us don't know who we are, right? And we talk this shit like I'm a good man. Why? Because you got, man, fuck the job, fuck the degree, fuck all that. You want to bust a nut. You said you a savage. You said you ain't shit. A woman, listen, if you talking about my daughter, because I'm thinking about if I had a daughter, man, look here. I probably disrespect a nigga like that. If a dude came in and I found out that he had that mentality with my child, oh, it's gonna be problems. Give a fuck if you are educated, nigga. You might end up in the IC because if a nigga came in my house and I knew he was just fucking my daughter and I found out, well, I'm just fucking her, I don't really like her like that. Oh, you would. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Secondly, you think you know every fucking thing. You arrogant as hell, and you think you know every subject, and that shit a turn off to a lot of women, right? And I'm gonna tell you how I think is you think you so smart that you think, man, I can't even have a conversation with a woman. Really? Really? You so smart and deep and shit. Now you making 50,000, right? And the white man, you work for his ass. You brilliant. You got this 200 IQ, but your ass work for the white man. You can't even create a damn lemonade stand, so your ass can work for yourself. But you smart. You brilliant. Whatever the fuck that means, right? All it's good for is just conversations about dumb, frivolous shit, right? About shit that really doesn't matter. Like, you real talk, shit that it ain't like it's gonna create some sort of wealth. I ain't trying to be funny. I got a bunch of meaningless ass knowledge in my head. Shit, I'm like, why the fuck? We play trivia games, I be winning like a motherfucker. I do. My folks be like, hey, I got him. As soon as we started playing, we taking shots and shit. We pull out a trivia up. They got sub because they know he gonna be a bunch of meaningless ass shit, right? Like, I'll watch a Jeopardy episode and be going down. Fuck, I don't even know why I remember all this shit. I just do, right? And the shit doesn't help. It doesn't create wealth. It doesn't create anything. And so that woman's gonna look at you like, what sense of knowledge, or what is this knowledge for? It's useless. It's a bunch of useless, meaningless ass knowledge, right? It is not that she just doesn't have the intellect to. I get you, but why is it that this dude can sit up here and talk to this same woman for 3 hours? Y'all have a deep ass conversation. She don't even want to hang the phone up with his ass. What is it? Well, that's just because they talking about love and hip hop. No, come on, you got to get a little deeper. Got to go a little deeper. Got to go a little deeper. Because you can turn people off with your energy, with the way you talk, right? Idrissa got to come back with someone. What you got, bro? What you got? I have no complaints out here in regards to these women. The hard wants what the hard wants. At the end of the day, when a man is on his purpose, the world is his oyster. Hey, we don't disagree on that, bro. Now, like I said, if I had a daughter, I would steer her clear of a lot of these motherfuckers that think they are entitled to women just because they got a degree. Just because. Now, would I tell my daughter, hey, what are you saying, sub? Do you want your daughter to date a drug dealer? Hell no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you have to come with the energy that nobody owes you shit. No woman owes you her phone number. She doesn't owe you sex. She doesn't owe you anything. And so when you come to a woman and you're trying to get her attention, you have to come with something more than just the fact that, well, I'm better than you. Need to look at me and see. Don't you see? That shit is, look, man, that shit stinks. Okay? You know what that's like? Y'all, you ever talk to a motherfucker breath smell like straight doo-doo? Like, have you ever been talking to somebody and that shit burn your nose like freaking ammonia? Like, oh my God, dang, this nigga breath stink, right? That's what that shit sounds like, man. That's the energy that comes off when you got this air of entitlement. And a lot of times it's like it's some shit you don't see. It's like a blind spot for you, right? Dookie breath. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going all out for some Pookie and Ray Ray Nim got for free with little effort. Hey, at the end of the day, did I say anything about going all out? I just talked about, see what I'm saying? You know what you just told? You really need to go and get off the damn chat, bro. You know what you just said? You just told me that you don't know how to talk to women. And so for you to do the shit I'm talking, it's going all out. When this is just breathing for a normal dude, for a guy that, okay, maybe I could do some, self-reflection of myself and see if I'm that guy, right? Now, a lot of these guys like this, you'll never get them on a panel discussion. Just like I told you that it's a turnoff for a woman, you're never going to get these guys to come clean in the comment section or on a panel discussion, which is hence why you never see Sub getting into these stupid ass frivolous debates about SYSBM. I'm not finna debate your ass because you already think the same way you think you know everything about every subject. You gonna aim that shit in my direction, and I'm at a point. See, just like that woman. Let me give you a good example. Just like that woman that'll say, "Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you do. Catch your plane." Right? You know why they say that? They say that because they looking like, I don't think, it's just like me. I don't give a fuck. It's not that important to me. It's not high on my list of priorities to try to win you over and let you realize that you got some shit you need to work on. If you think that your shit is unflawed, and I can look at you and see, just like the breath stink type analogy, I can see your shit fucked up. I see it stinks. Soon as the way you talk, the energy, the air about you, you think you so fucking smart. You think you know so much. It's a lot of that shit going on. You got to ask yourself, am I arrogant? Am I condescending? Am I highfalutin? Right? Am I the guy that's going to come out here and just, that's a turn off to a woman. Right? You want to get a woman wet, not dry. Right? That's what you want to do. You want to get them wet. You want to get them like, whew, boy, like hot and shit, hot and bothered. Can you do it? Some brothers can do that shit with their mouthpiece. Some brothers can't. He says, so why I got to do all that? Why I got to do all that shit? I ain't got to do nothing. Shit, I can just go over here, Pookie and Ray Ray. Well, like I said, he's mysterious. He's a maverick. He brings shit you don't bring. Not that he's a thug. So you think Pookie and Ray Ray does that, but guess what? I'm going to give you a news flash. There are a lot of educated brothers that don't have these fucking problems. There are a lot of educated brothers that don't have none of these problems. Educated brothers understand women. They know. I know exactly what I got to do to get a woman. I ain't got to be out here doing all that bullshit. I ain't got to, talk to a woman and try to act like I'm so fucking smart and all that shit. I just let her ass talk. I get her to tell me about herself. I want to hear her desires, her dreams. What does she want out of life? Outside of her job and her career, what do you want? What do you tell me about yourself. Tell me about your upbringing, right? Women love to talk about themselves. Just let them talk. Well, that shows they're self-centered. See, you don't understand them. Women talk any damn way. A woman will come home, right? They don't ask you how your day was. I just had the most fucked up day. I did this, I did that. And then some of my boss called me and yeah, baby, tell me about it. You sit there and you listen and you give feedback, right? And that makes them feel close to you. Like, okay, we're close, right? So she'll confide in you shit that she probably won't confide. And that's how you get to the draw. Not that that's all you want, but I'm just saying that's how you get them, right? You get this bond. She feels like she trusts you. She knows you. I didn't say be in the friend zone. There's a way you stay out the friend zone. You make it abundantly clear from the moment you meet her, you ain't no friend. You ain't trying to be in that lane. Let our ass know. Stay away from that shit. Right? If you don't let it be known, that's what men do. Men, look, baby, this is what I'm at. This is where I want you. This is where I'm at. I'm just letting you know. I ain't saying go all deep into tell, I love you and I want to. I ain't say all that. I'm just saying let it be known you ain't in that lane. Pull back a little bit. Get her ass, where you at? What? Get her chasing you. Right? Keep her guessing. Be mysterious. Oops. Right? Be mysterious. Right? If you're not mysterious, and she think, well, shit, not only is he not mysterious, he's boring. Why she call me boring? And the nigga that got the gun on his waist is fun. Right? It ain't fun because he got a gun on his waist. It's not. He's fun because he keeps her ass guessing. He keeps her thinking. She don't know what the fuck going on. This nigga don't kiss her ass. Watch how, when I was young, right? Oh, Lord, here he go. Here he go. What you're not taking into account is that women that are lobbying complaints against about the choice that they have made in me, huh? What you are not taking into account is that it is the women that are lobbying complaints about the choices that they made in me. I don't even get what you're talking about. Sorry, bro. I just don't even get that point. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, guys, this is the bottom line. The educated lame guy that's not really winning, let them stay like they are, guys. Let them have their little, world that they've created. That black men are the most desired. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're lobbying complaints of the choices that they made in men. Well, I mean, yeah, but then if you come in this space, it's the same thing over here. And to be completely honest with you, in this that choice shit, I'm never gonna dislodge that shit from your brain. But what you don't understand is a woman will fuck around and fuck. Like, for example, a woman that will fuck with you, I would tell her not to fuck with you, Ajisa, because I know you full of shit. I know all you want to do is fuck. You not really and any woman you get with, you gonna always think that she just a stop for you to bust a nutty, and she's not really somebody that you really can consider being in a committed relationship with. You're not marriage material. to me. You're not. You are the nigga I would tell a woman to stay. If I knew a girl and she's single, what do you think of Jesus? Stay the fuck away from that nigga. He a piece of shit. In the sense that when he told me out his mouth that he'll get with a woman and he don't want to commit to her because he always think he can outdo her. He always think he can get something better, right? He's indecisive, hadn't had that many relationships. See what I'm saying? I'm just giving off the shit you gave me, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off the shit you gave me, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you, that you turn around to her, she bitching about the choices she made. Well, if she choose your ass, she gonna do them and get some hard dick. So who she supposed to be with? Where's the, like, that's what I'm saying. You making my point for me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You making my point. You said, I always think I can get better women. So what that means is you're gonna waste some woman, you're gonna play with her feelings, you're gonna spend time, you're gonna consist, you're not gonna probably be definitive and say, hey, what are we doing here? That's not you. You're gonna let the woman lead in the situation. So what's gonna happen is you're not gonna say, hey, we're in a committed relationship. What are we doing here? Or I want to take this to the next level. Let's commit to one. You don't give a fuck. You just want some pussy, right? So you might go around and want to spend more time with her. Once you get your nut off, right? You're gonna be like, well, shit, I don't really look at her like that. You know, he remind me of one of my homeboys. I'll tell you how he is. Like, so I tell him this shit. He know that. He'll meet a chick. He'll be coming around, man. I mean, man, she thick, boy, she bad, she this, she that. It was this chick he wanted to talk to for years. Beautiful, dark-skinned chick, basketball ass, right? She fucked around and fucked him, right? And I remember the first time he fucked her, man, I mean, damn, man, she sucked my dick. I don't know. That shit just kind of turned me off. He literally told me that, right? I'm like, well, damn, bro, she a grown-ass woman. And if she felt like y'all was on that, y'all been talking for a while, she trusted you. She gave you some head. This is sex, bro. She's an adult. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Next time I talk to him, man, she ain't shit, man. She got bumps on her face. She this, she that. And I was like, bro, you set up here and talking about you want to talk to this girl for years. And the shit you complaining about is little petty shit. It's not like you complaining about some shit that really, I said, man, you know what you do? He'll meet a chick, fuck him, and then don't like him no more. Right? After he done got his nuts. Because I'm going to tell you something, woman, sisters. You can be the baddest thing in the world. Once you take them jeans off, the nigga putting them legs behind your head, now you all right? Ain't that right, Ajisa? That's your lane, right? Why you always put at Sub-Zero? You are justifying women's choices in choosing what is perceived to be less optimal male. Well, why are you the optimal male when you just told me out your mouth that you ain't shit? Like, yeah, come on, guys, help me out. Help me out. Well, that was tongue in cheek. No, it wasn't. No, I don't believe you. I know you ain't shit. You told me you'll get a woman, fuck her, be with her, spend time with her, and the whole time you thinking I can do better than her. I can do better. So basically you using women. So that's, I mean, come on, Jesus. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You are the reason I made this video. Let me just go and take a laxative. Fuck it. You're the reason I made it. You're the reason I made this damn video. Niggas like you talk that shit about, man, ain't no good women. There are no good choices out here, and they need to choose better. You mean don't choose your ass, nigga? Because if they fuck with you, you ain't gonna do, but you gonna do just like the rest of them. Like I said, you just like the rest of these niggas out here. Just want some ass, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Right there, you don't want no damn wife. You don't want no damn committed relationship. You just want to fuck. Why? Because you yourself said you wasn't in that many relationships. You were a late bloomer. So now here you are. You got your career going. You trying to fuck as much as you can because you didn't get to fuck in your early 20s and your teens and shit because you probably wasn't chose like that. And that's cool. I told you I'm going to psychoanalyze your ass. I'm going to Sigmund Freud your ass. I'm going to tell you. Hey, psychoanalysis for your ass. Without the opium. Right? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we got to stop making these damn making up these lies about, well, man, she just choosing wrong. Well, okay, let's get this straight. So like I said, the girl I dated earlier chose a guy. None assume. I wish I could show him to you, but I can go on the website and show him. But I ain't gonna do no shit like that because I don't put nobody out there like that. When y'all see this nigga, low haircut, waves, he wears like, I've never seen this nigga in some Nikes since we've been in high school, since he played. If he wearing Nikes, his ass is on a basketball court, okay? This nigga wear like penny loafers. Listen to me now. He wear penny loafers, pea coats, polos, button downs and shit. He wears suits to work. This nigga was a branch manager, then he wound up selling insurance. Every time I saw the nigga, he had on a suit or a button down with a tie, okay? Right? So at the end of the day, he is okay. So he's, you don't lodge complaints. You just came on here and said you the one talking about they don't choose right. Right? You get in when you fit in. I'm merely playing the cards that are dealt to me. Exactly. You just told me your cards. I know your cards, bro. You told me you were a late bloomer, which means you, in other words, AKA, I didn't get no pussy when I was in my 20s like that, for real. Women weren't really checking for me like that, really. And so now I'm older, and now I'm just not starting to get consistent sex. I ain't finna settle down with no broad. You probably don't need to fuck with nobody till you in your 50s. Get that shit out your system, bro. Just get it out. Go on, let it out, man. Don't get married. Don't have no kids. Just wait. Just wait. You better hope one of them condoms don't break. Your ass gonna be in school though, because you gonna treat the women that you doing that shit to. One of them condoms gonna fuck around and break, and then you're gonna be complaining about the system and how this and that. When you don't see your shit though, I see it. I see it very easily. You don't, right? And you'll turn around and you'll complain. And see, bitches ain't shit, man. My baby mama, man, she that nigga shut. See, that's what I'm saying, right? Your baby mama's this. You're gonna be just like Steven Jackson, right? Talking all that shit about a bitter baby mama, and then you gonna fuck the girl bridesmaid the day y'all was supposed to get married. You don't see why she's bitter though. You one of them brothers, you won't see it, because if you don't have the emotional maturity to see how fucked up it is that you say you'll date a woman, but you're always looking over your shoulder thinking you can do something better. You got commitment issues, bro. That's textbook commitment. Textbook commitment issues. I don't want to settle down. I can always get a better broad than this. I can always get better. Why? Because you didn't get what you wanted when you were younger. So really, I'm gonna tell you what your problem might be, just lust, bro. You might just have a lot of lust. You probably just need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to go get some counseling or something. I ain't even trying to say this shit on some mean shit, bro. You might need to go get you a counselor, sit down, like in the movie The Brothers. You know, when he was sitting there and the lady was trying to, Vanessa Bell Calloway's character, she was the counselor. She was trying to talk to him. We all seen that movie 1,000 times, right? And you can see how he was thinking. You might need to deep dive in your head, bro, because some of the stuff you say, you don't know what it sounds like. But I know, as an older guy that have been around the block a little bit, and I hear a man talking about, well, I can always do better. I can always, like, well, shit. Well, if that's the case, think about it. Who wants to be with somebody who's going to get with them and then think that they can always top them or do better than them? That sounds like you creating, which comes first? You are the mess. You're creating a mess because you created a mess. You know what I'm saying? Off the top. I never said I was a late bloomer because I was more concerned about getting my shit together at the time. And that's what, like I said earlier in the video, that's what I'm saying. You think in your mind, or you thought, or maybe you still think that way. That's why you said that shit. And some brothers need to tell themselves that shit. Look, I was in college and I didn't go out. I didn't do anything, not because I couldn't. It was because I needed to give 15 hours of the waking hour in a book all day, every day. You should have been a 4.0. Every black man should graduate college and be a perfect student, right? You didn't go to no parties on weekends. You didn't do shit in college because you were so focused. But you're a nursing major. Now, I ain't going to go to that because I was at Tuskegee with a lot of them. They was shit. They turned up like a motherfucker. Right? But, hey, right? In the nursing program, biology, all that shit wasn't easy. So I get it. It wasn't easy, just like computer science wasn't. That don't mean on a Friday night I didn't go to a party. That don't mean I didn't have fun. Right? Tell yourself that shit. You just wasn't getting chose. That's what it is. You wasn't getting chose, and you probably were socially awkward. So what you did was you just created this reality in your head that it's not that. It's not that I'm not really shy. I'm not really this. I just want to focus on my studies because, you know, I need to get my shit together. And that's what you tell yourself. I know plenty of dudes, 4.0 students, partied their ass off, drunk, had fun, went homecoming. You ain't do shit, did you? You ain't do nothing. Homecoming, Everybody partying, they throwing concerts and shit. You are studying in the lab, right? I gotta study, right? I gotta 24 hours a day, right? Because engineering majors with it. No, you ain't no engineering major. You're as a nursing major. So how about talk about your shit that you know, right? You know, like I said, at the end of the day, a man will tell himself no because I understood that women would always be there. Like Gucci said, miss one face. Okay. Miss one next 15, one coming, right? I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I hear you. Girls are like buses. That was my song. But let me say this. Yes and no, right? Because when did you graduate? Right? Because I mean, okay, let's say you went through school, you got out what 22. You still was young, you was in your 20s, you had plenty of time, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not dragging you with Jesus. I just know that just off what you said, you are an example of what I'm talking about. Nobody makes content like this. At least I ain't seen it, right? I don't see brothers calling this shit out. A lot of these so-called EL brothers are not really looking at why they're losing. You're not just losing because you know what? It ain't that, man. She just want a ratchet ass nigga like Future. Like, it ain't that. Like, it ain't that every woman want to do like Future. It's a lot of niggas that's just got degrees, do the same shit you do, but they winning like a motherfucker. Right? You know what I'm saying? They won like a motherfucker. Tell that shit to somebody that didn't go to a college and went to and had fun. I had fun in college. Had a lot of fun, man. We had parties damn near every weekend. Shit, we didn't go to bed till like 2 damn near every night. I didn't go to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning. Every night. That's what my college was. Right? Every night we was either we was somewhere, we was in the dorms or we over at what's the name? We doing something. Right? Every night I had a blast. And then we had parties and stuff. We had like homecoming. Man, we had auctions and stuff. I was in auctions. Man, I had a blast, bro. I had a blast. Every day at 12 o'clock when you get out of class, we used to have a DJ. He'd be out there on the yard, man. We used to have a damn DJ playing music and shit. You go down there to the union, you check your mail, and you walk outside. And then at the end of the day, what do you get? Right? You get that, you have a blast, right? Man, come on, bro. You had the step show. I'm just trying to think of the shit that I did in college. You had step shows, man. You had I was playing basketball. So take in mind, I was an athlete. Now, you want to talk about something going to take your damn time. Try to get your ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go run on track. Then you got practice about 2 hours. Then your ass got, then you might have weight room before, like at 2 o'clock twice a week. 2 o'clock, you're going to be in the weight room. Then you have practice about 2 or 3 hours. And you got to study. Right? And I still went to parties. I still had a blast and did all that shit. Right? Yeah, I know. You the master player, right? Don't get it twisted. I can pull. I just wanted to line up all my ducks in a row. There's nothing wrong with that. I never said there's anything with getting your shit together, but you try to act like it's binary, like it's either you doing it or you ain't. It's either 0 or 1, right? That's what I mean by binary. It's either that you getting your ducks in a row and you don't date no women. Nah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And basically, I don't think you. I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging, Prince. I'm just, what's up, Heisenberg? I don't think we can. I think the problem is with a lot of this shit is these brothers don't want to do the self-examination and examine themselves. And so sometimes I like to hold that mirror up and say, you're losing for a myriad of reasons. A lot of y'all are fucking arrogant. Just listen to some of these damn panel discussions. Oh my God. Like I get annoyed listening to it. As soon as you get on there, this nigga just arrogant as fuck. You can see it. Now look, I know people call me cocky and arrogant, but hey, I'm not Greek. Right? I know people call, oh man, he think he know. I don't think shit. I just know that a woman will be turned off by a dude that has an entitlement mentality that thinks he's entitled to sex from a woman because he went to college and got a degree because he doesn't have kids. That's the lamest shit. That's the basic shit. That's what you're supposed to do. Number one, especially a young girl in her physical prime. Let's keep it above. In her physical prime, men without kids are abundant. Y'all do know that, right? Like a girl under 27 to 22 to 27, physically everything's sitting right, right? No kids. What's up? What's up, Ted? You know, that girl is going to have options, right? And so you 35, 36, you thinking, man, shit, I told her she about 27, 28. She don't stunt your ass. She looking at you like, okay, he got a little job over here. Guys, let me explain something to you. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Let me tell y'all some real shit. Guys, a woman that has a fat ass and a pretty face, cute. I ain't gonna say pretty, just cute. I say 7, right? Cute, nice body. Listen to me. She can work at fucking Lowe's. Listen to me. She can work at Lowe's. She got way more options than your ass. Even though you educated and you got the degree and you probably making 2 to 3 times what she made. She got way more options than you. No, man, you crazy. Listen, any woman that is attractive, that works in a high traffic area, has men in her face 24/7. Right? If she works at a bank and she got to wear some little business attire to, trust me, bro. Every day, men come in there. And the funny thing about those women is the women that work in those places, those women have the ability to look at a nigga's bank account. And they can tell you, I got this, I got that, I got this. So you might think, man, she's just a fucking bank teller. Man, she should want to holler at me. She looking at your ass, okay, my nigga, you make after taxes every 2 weeks about $1,500, or let's say every 2 weeks after taxes you bring home, let's say, I don't know, $1,800, right? You average, bro. If you bring home $3,500 every 2 weeks in the bank, that ain't shit, right? You know what I'm saying? If I choose to adopt a one-track mindset, that was my choice, and you are making this argument about me getting the most, about getting the most coochie. Well, bro, look, I'm really not about you. It's not about you. It's hit dogs going, arr, arr, arr. That's you, right? Hit dogs holler. I'm just saying you ain't shit. That's all. Just go on, man. Just don't have no shame. Just have some shame about your shit. Like, yeah, man, I'm out here just doing whatever. Do you stop complaining? Stop telling me, well, I'm not complaining. You're the one up here talking about, well, they choose wrong. You said that shit on my panel. You also said, see, I listened to that shit again. You said there aren't that many choices. Well, you don't need you gonna get you in the fucking way, nigga. You ain't the choice of any woman of quality that I would want my daughter, sister, niece fucking with. I wouldn't. No disrespect. But yeah, you ain't got no record and you got a career, but that's about it. That's about all I would say that you bring to the table is that you don't have a record. You seem like you don't have no kids and you probably make a decent amount of money. That's about it. But what this is what I mean by the entitlement. You don't deserve to beat out the dude that make 50, that make half what you make. If the shit you told me, I'd rather she date a nigga make half what you make. If he gonna at least be in a fucking committed relationship and say he want to be a man and not be out here like, well, you know what, I can be with her, but shit, I'm always looking on my shoulder. I can always do better. I can always find some more. I can't commit to nobody because I'm always at, well, shit. You got commitment issues, fam. So I can't, by your own words, you said that. So why would I turn around? I said they choose wrong because of the results. Their complaints is the proof in the pudding. I never said I deserve anything. Well, you don't, brother, let me explain something to you. Like I said before, it's not what you're saying, it's what you're not saying. You said you don't like to commit to women. That's what you said out your mouth. I'm just saying this is what I'm talking about, commitment issues. This is a complaint that women have about a lot of these so-called educated lame niggas that bitch, moan, whine, and complain. Bam! Thank you, sister. This is the complaint that a lot of these women have about these niggas that bitch, moan, whine, and complain about they can't find this. And hey, I can't find, man, good choices out here. Why the fuck? I mean, even if they are, they don't need to fuck with you. They don't need to fuck with your ass. That's all. They don't need to fuck with you. That's all it is, bro. It don't need to be that you taking it like when she turned and she talked to this thug. Look, that nigga probably told her, hey, baby, can I? You know what he'll be? It wouldn't take much. A nigga could come with everything that you got, except he make half what you make. And if he say, hey, I'm willing to be in a committed relationship and see if we can take this thing to the next level, right? And I know that in a relationship that there are going to be things that I don't like and that you don't like. But let's see if we can work through our problems and see if we can build a relationship out of this situation, because we're two human beings from two different walks of life. See, this is grown man shit I'm giving you, brother. It's medicine. It's medicine. Check it out now. Why would I commit someone that has issues? See there? You have commitment issues. So you said that you don't want to settle down with a woman, period. Because you always looking over your shoulder thinking you can do better out your own mouth, right? So you're right. Don't settle down. You're going to make a fucking mess. In fact, really, shit, man. I mean, you really don't need to fuck with nobody. I mean, you're really making a mess. You really need to be single and see what the fuck going on. Because you got mental issues. No disrespect. No disrespect. But you got issues. That just, it's not personal. This is not personal. I don't even know you like that. But I'm just going off what you said. And now you're mad because you said this shit. Now you want to walk the shit back. You can't. You can't. I just listened to you. I said, oh, we got one. The truth comes out. Remember I said that? That's the truth. I don't want no guy. Listen, I don't want no guy like that talking to my sister, nieces, and nephews. Shit, that's a different conversation. Different video. Shit, I ain't got none of them type of nephews. Right. But what I'm saying, I ain't got no nephews, actually. But that being said, I don't want you dating somebody if you're gonna come out here and you trying to just use them for a fucking cum receptacle, just some shit to bust a nut in, like a fucking trash can or something. That's what it sounds like you do. You really do what I call vaginal masturbation. That's what it is, brother. It's about me and mine. It's about yeah. I bet you don't even take your time with a woman, brother. I bet you be up there just oh shit. I bet you am, because it's all about you. You just listen to you talk. Just listen to you talk. You know what I'm saying? When you say, how could I commit to a woman that has issues? wait, what you say? So why didn't you commit to, guess what, brother? Let me say something. I'm not complaining. I'm not out here talking about black women ain't shit. I made videos saying I love black women. My third video on my channel, why I love black women. Nigga. Another video, why I'll never give up on black love. I ain't one of them brothers. See, so I'm different. Me and you different. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good lot of choices. You'll never hear that shit come out of sub mouth. You never hear that shit. There's a bunch of, I've met a whole bunch of good women. My whole life, all the chicks I dated, most of them, 90% of them were good women. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. I had a couple of, freaks and dumb shit I had to deal with, but most men do. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I ain't got nothing bitter to say about you hear me talking about that shit, dude. Do it. You don't hear me. Did you ever complain about women? Well, you said there aren't a lot of choices. You did say that, brother. Your words condemn you, brother. I don't need to go play the argument we had where we was going back and forth, because you said that. You said there aren't a lot of choices for men. You said that. You repeated that shit. Then you said women choose wrong, and you want to make that shit be so true. But I'm sorry, brother. You would be the brother that a woman would choose, because you, on the surface, you got everything that a woman you think a good man was supposed to have, and women that don't know how to date will fuck with you. And I know from their word go, listening to you talk, you ain't the guy she need to fuck with. If my sister came back and told me some shit like that, and it was you, I'm like, man, leave that nigga alone. Leave that nigga alone. Don't fuck with that nigga. The dude I told you about that get with women and fuck with them and dump them and then come back and talk shit about them after he done got with them. You know what I told him? He didn't overtly try to talk to my sister, but he saw her out somewhere and they was talking. I specifically pulled her aside after they was talking. I said, look, don't fuck. She said, I ain't gonna fuck with him. I said, I understand. I just want you to know that nigga ain't shit. Stay away from him. I'm gonna protect mine. I protect mine, brother. That's all. So every black woman is deserving of a partner. I didn't say that, brother, but guess what? I ain't gonna even say that. You know what I'm gonna tell you? When it comes to a relationship, this is why I told you need counseling, right? Right? I didn't get no comeback off that joke about the busting the nut. That shit might be true, bro. But anyway, listen. In a relationship, it is work. So when you say deserving of a partner, that your whole frame off, bro. it's not deserving of a partner. It's what are you willing to work for? I don't give a fuck who you get with. What are you willing to work for? It is about resolving conflict. Two adults from two different walks of life are not going to agree. I don't give a fuck who it is. You're gonna have arguments, and see that's the thing. You kind of like Eddie Murphy was at the beginning of Boomerang. You, oh man, she got fucked up feet. Damn, like that's the type of shit, man. And so you say she said somebody didn't like her. She didn't like her. Well, why you kept fucking with her? Well, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay. You didn't say that. You didn't tell her that you didn't see her. No, I didn't say anything. I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. You kind of talk like that. I ain't trying to be funny. That shit. And I don't want to be disrespectful because I don't want to make it seem like you're a weak guy or something. But I do think that if I'm in a relationship with a woman, if I'm dealing with a woman, giving her my time, we're gonna talk about what the fuck it is. I'm not gonna just be around you, spending time with you, blowing your back out, and we ain't growing unless that's what we done talked about. We already on that page, and that's where we at. But if I'm just out here willy-nilly, just out here wild and loose like that, and just whatever, man, that's what I'm talking about. The educated lane, brother, is a lot of them niggas that ain't shit out here, man. A lot of them. And what's crazy is you're never going to be able to tell them. They're never going to adhere or listen to you, or you're not going to be able to tell them shit. So at the end of the day, you just like the rest. A lot of these, like I said, a lot of these niggas, my mic acting up. Well, I'm in the basement, so it's I'm gonna have a little echo of reverberation. So, but a lot of these dudes that are educated, man, these niggas ain't shit, man. Real talk. And I think I hear that. And when you say, well, she choosing wrong, that would imply that the right choice is someone like yourself. Like, let's be honest, right? When you say choosing wrong, you think that you are the right choice. You think that and that's what these brothers are talking about. I'm the right choice. What you're saying, let me tell you, let me go ahead and remix that shit for you. We'll give you the you know what I'm saying, the remix. This is a remix. Let me give you the remix right quick. She gave that nigga the pussy and they give it to me, and I'm mad about that shit. She should have fucked me. Let me come down your throat. Let me give you you let this nigga give you the baggage. Why can't I? Why can't I keep it? I'm gonna do the same way he is. I don't want a commitment. I don't want shit. In fact, the thug might actually claim your ass and might actually spend time with you, right? It's other shit that go into this shit. But this shit's so deep. Listen, this shit's so deep. You a good man, right? If you're in a relationship with a woman, a lot of niggas don't know how to be in a relationship with no fucking woman. A lot of niggas, listen to me now. A lot of dudes, when it comes to giving a woman the other shit, not just the dick, right? Because the dick, that's easy, right? When it comes to giving a woman the other shit she needs in a relationship, that other shit, the intimacy or the affection, holding hand, I niggas don't want to do none of that shit. You just want some pussy. You just want a friend that you can fuck. That's it, right? And so do work on themselves just like men. I agree. I, as an Asiatic black man, worked on myself. In progress, brother. But I get you. Both, yeah, I agree 1,000%. Black women do need to work on themselves, right? And they need to put more effort into vetting people better. Both parties. I don't think that black men or black women vet well. I don't. It's a lot more difficult for a black woman because we got to tell the truth as men. Men, we can be like wolves, man. We like wolves, bro. We like. Listen, we like that movie. What's that movie with him, Liam Neeson? The wolves was chasing his ass down. We patient. We do what we got to do. Guys, I don't know what to do about no echo. I don't know what to do about no echo. I can unplug it, try it again, but I don't know what to do about the echo. I'm in the basement. So, but let me say this. We, as men, know how to hunt. And a woman has no way of knowing if I'm hunting or if I'm sincere and just want to be with her and be in a committed relationship. She has no way. And so you really, you know, what's the song, Pimps? That's just the way it is. Niggas have to take a chance when you ain't around. Anybody could be in that ass, right? It's my nigga baby mama, but sometimes I creep, right? Y'all remember Pimps, right? And he's saying that's just niggas have to take a chance. What he's saying is, you get what you're taking a risk. You don't know what they're gonna do. You can't control people, right? I remember the remix to Obsessed, Trey song. And in the song, he said, funny, 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 boy, can't stop laughing. Right? And he was rapping, he was just saying, look, you don't own a woman. She owns it. She do what she want to do with it. A woman can step out, they can cheat, they can be on some bullshit, and there's nothing you can do. Right? You have never been through that, Jesus. So you've been blessed, brother. You've never had a woman cheat on you before. So you different. But you say you've been in that many relationships. It's funny, and like I said, this is a good example. Not that many relationships, but got all relationship advice. Interesting. Interesting. Didn't I tell you? You know, but like I said, a woman can't choose. A lot of times women don't choose, right, man? They'll fuck around, meet a guy, and even like, good example. A lot of dudes ain't scared to meet your family, right? A nigga will meet your family. He will wait months before he fuck. A dude, listen, I've seen it, right? Dudes can do anything to get some ass, right? He will be in love with your ass, genuinely, sincerely. Hey, waking up, hey, beautiful, da 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 da. You fuck around and y'all get in one argument, right? And that nigga changed. Now he's gonna still continue to be around you, still continue to do things he does, but in his mind, he's waiting to fuck you so he can treat you like shit after he gets you, right? Ain't that what Eddie Murphy said? We all know the joke, right? Once you make a woman come real hard, I got this motherfucker now, right? And then when she get finished, she said, why don't you take your ass home? Remember that shit? Remember that? Go watch Raw, right? So it is, I disagree with that 1,000%. I disagree with that shit. Now that I disagree with. I disagree. We have no statistical data to back that shit. People just say it. I don't believe that shit. So you saying 80% of women sleep with just 20% of men? I disagree. I disagree. That means 80% of men dry dick than a motherfucker. I don't believe that, especially black people. I don't. Right. I do think that we as women, I think our women. How can you choose better? Like, I've never heard anybody really explain it. Usually, the first thing, the only thing men really try to do, women don't want to be a nigga psychiatrist, and commercially, they need to get their shit together before getting into a relationship. If not, then it's, I don't know what that means. Well, at the end of the day, that's you talking about yourself, bro. You need to turn that mirror back on yourself, right? You need to get your shit together. You think you got it together, but you don't. You think you do because you got a job. That's basic shit. But anyway, like I said, a woman, nobody really tells a woman, like, what do you need to do to get a man? Like, how do you know what is a good man? Because women, look, when you got a fat ass, I feel sorry for some of these sisters out here, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So most men are not good people. Well, I ain't gonna say most. I ain't gonna say most. I'm gonna tell you how it works. A brother could want to be a dog. It's that woman, like, brothers will be like, yeah, I'm on that dog shit. And he meet that woman and they got that chemistry and they just click and he's in love. Men, see, we don't talk about that. Men fall in love. You know what I'm saying? You will settle when you meet you won't meet the correct one, bro. You won't. It's too much pussy out here for you to get. That's what you're telling yourself in your mind. You don't know it, but that's what you're doing. You that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You said you'll settle when you never gonna meet the right one. A woman's gonna say some shit that pisses you off, and look at you. You think you know everything. You gonna tell me brothers in the South don't even wear Timberland. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm from Alabama. How you gonna tell me? Man, people in the South, little Mason Dixon don't wear Timberland. And you spoke authoritatively, like you just know. And I'm older than your ass. Like, I don't like, man, what the fuck you talking about? I went to school. We wore Timbs every day. It's like, what the fuck is he talking about? All different kinds. Brown, gray, black, traditional, like traditional yellow. Man, don't know people wear Timberlands in the South. Like that type of shit. Right? So, if you believe you got the answers on everything, I'm never, you know what I'm saying? Stop giving up so much. Well, see, they got evil motherfuckers out here like you, bro. Evil mother, and women are human. They like to fuck just like any other woman, right? Any person, women like to feel good. Just like, see, this is the thing. This is the dirty little secret. Women like to have sex too. They are emotional. You know that shit. That's why you spent time with that girl and wouldn't tell her ass what was up when you knew in the back of your mind you just wanted to fuck. You didn't care nothing about her. You told me that. I ain't giving a shit about her. I just want to use her for sex. Right? So are you going to tell her? Are you going to stop and have? Why would you want to have that conversation? You just want to fall up in it, get your nut off, and keep it moving. Right? So why would they listen to you? Like, this is what I'm talking about. But see, hold on, buddy. Hold on. That's a bunch of ain't shit ass women out here too now. Hold on. We're gonna be swinging a little too far now. A lot of women will use the shit out of me too. That's a lot of brothers get used. And one of the things that I think hurts a lot of these brothers in this space, to their credit, is a lot of these educated brothers, they'll get with a chick. She'll be beautiful, attractive chick, a dime type chick, right? And so she'll use them. She'll get them to do stuff for them, or she'll use them emotionally. She might like him, but she really likes some other guy, and she just waiting on him to start acting right. So she'll start playing with his feelings and his emotions, get him all riled up and into her. Then when that dude starts getting her the right conversation, she dumps him. That type of shit, right? Women do shit like that. She's a piece of shit too. Women, he uses, just like I said, Jesus said he'll use a woman will use your ass too, thinking she can get something better. Right? Brothers just don't come on the internet and talk about that shit that often because we want to look like we got all that. We tough. We got, men don't cry. We got to be tough and shit. So we can't come out here and admit that some girl broke our fucking heart. Right? You can't admit that shit. You know what I'm saying? I said if they explicit as relation, I would have no choice but to come correct and let them be. Exactly. You're not going to do that, bro. You ain't got to explain yourself. I know. You're not going to do that. You the nigga I tell my child to run the fuck away from. That's all. You the nigga I tell my child to run the fuck away from. That's all. That's all it is. Real talk. But see, I know niggas like you. When a girl shut your ass down and give you some real, like, this is what it's going to be, nigga. We ain't doing nothing. Oh, you'll try that shit. You'll try to be in a relationship, nigga. Bet you. You just ain't ran to somebody. You just ain't ran to the right one. You ain't got enough experience. You get some more notches on your belt. You gonna run because that one sister, she's like, nigga, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing. You ain't touching. I really don't go on past maybe 1 or 2 dates. That's it. We don't need to be touching. We don't need to be. It's women out there like that. But women do need to learn how to do that shit because it forces a dude like a Jesus. See, sisters, let me tell you what you do with a brother like this, like a Jesus. Give his ass standards. You got to lead. See, this is fucked up because he's not going to lead. He's just told you. He just admitted, I'm not going to say anything. So you're not going to come and define. You the man. You don't want to define what the fuck going on. You're going to let the woman do it, right? So, I said it to you. You're going to let the woman define what the fuck going on. You ain't going to just come out here and be like, you know what, man? What are we doing right now? A lot of times you get credit with a woman for telling them what the fuck it is, but you won't. There you go, Ashley. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women give you credit for that. Like, you know what? He was trying to lead, and that's it. It's just like I'm gonna go ahead and say this. That's how brothers wind up bitching about child support because, like I said earlier, you weren't leading before you put your dick in a woman. See, when you lead before you put your dick in a woman, no problem, Ashley. When you lead before you put your dick in a woman, you will define what the fuck the relationship is. Number one, because you're supposed to protect that. If you're really a good man, sister, let me tell you something. Number one thing a good man to do, protect your heart. Y'all don't hear me? Come on, say amen. Number one thing a good man or good woman is going to do is protect your heart. They're not going to get you out here and waste your time. They're not going to be going on all these dates, holding hands, smooching with you, kissing y'all, Netflix and chill, y'all doing all that. This thing, you emotionally into this guy. I ain't looking for no committed relationship. Yeah, that nigga dead. Hey, you dodged the bullet. Am I saying that you know what I'm saying? You should do that after a couple, like maybe once y'all start holding hands, he's going to try to touch you and hold your hand. Why are you trying to be affectionate with a woman that you don't want to be with? Sex. Right? And I'm telling you this because I spoke with sisters that are single. They said, man, I talk to dudes, but the dude, all he want to do is tell me, man, he don't want to be in no committed relationship. He just want to have sex. I'm looking for a marriage right now. I'm not trying to just give my body up to a man. And she want to fuck. The women want to fuck, but they like, I want to, but I'm not gonna just do that. And he's just out here, having sex with 3 or 4 women and me. Because for one, I don't want to get a sexually transmitted disease. Secondly, I don't want to come to the break and have a condom break, and I got a baby, or I have to have an abortion, which some sisters are like that, unfortunately, because this man doesn't want to, step up to his responsibilities, because he doesn't even see me as somebody he can see himself raising a child with. He just likes my ass is fat, right? So a woman's not gonna deal with that shit. She gonna leave. And a brother, if you with a sister and you talking to a man, protect her heart. If you're a good man. Good men protect your heart. That's the number one thing. So what do? They talk to you. They spend time with you. And when they see where it's going somewhere, they stop. They initiate the conversation. Okay, what are we doing? What's going on? Right? You know what I'm saying? Derek Jesse does the same thing in the ladies' love business. I don't know what you mean. How many men do you think in today's time would be willing to wait for sex until marriage for a year or two realistically? They out there. They out there. I know some brothers like that actually did that. So they out there. They out there. Now, where I'm gonna tell you to go, people don't like talking about it, but it's you might find that in the church, but you're gonna have to, now you get into some. It's gonna be some bad ones in there too. So you gotta wade through that, right? But they out there. They do exist. At least they did in the '90s. I don't know about now, but in the '90s they did. You know what I'm saying? Real sincere brothers that was on fire for God. I know them. Right, that was real men of God. They got that, right? But what I'm saying is, if a woman's gonna protect your heart, then brother, you can be safe. You know that you can trust this woman. That's the woman you give your heart to because she's trying to protect it. Right? That's the sister. That's the man you give your heart to because he's trying to protect it. He's not just gonna waste your time because he knows women will eventually. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Women, over time and consistency, you can win their hearts. Brothers know this. If you consistently spend time with a woman, if you consistently date her, if you consistently spend time with her and go on dates and stuff, y'all talk on the phone at 2 a.m. every night, y'all going on dates, you holding hands, he got his arm around you, he this and that, y'all start kissing. That woman knows that eventually you're gonna fall in love with. That man knows you're gonna fall in love with him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? That man knows that woman gonna fall in love with me. If you don't, then you really are kind of like a child with a loaded gun. And that's a man you should run from, sister. And that's a sister that you should run from. If a sister does not want to, is not trying to protect your heart as a man, because we don't just give our hearts away, but a lot of times when a woman is beautiful, let me tell you something, a woman will get your ass. A beautiful woman, you fuck around, bro, let me tell you something. You get her ass on a date, y'all sitting there dying and shit, y'all staring all in each other's eyes and shit like that, y'all talking all low. You know what time it is. You better watch her ass. I'm gonna tell you when it'll fuck you up, like a Brittany Renner. That's the woman you better run from. She'll get you though. Beautiful chick, man. Beautiful. You sitting there, man, y'all talking, y'all all like the down, y'all about 4 inches away from each other. Y'all like 2 inches away from kissing. Look, guys, you can play the tough guy shit all you want to. You falling for this woman. Been there. I'm gonna tell the truth. I done been there, right? Oh my God, I'm falling in love with this girl. She's so beautiful. God, but she's so damn. I like her mind. I just like her spirit. Damn, man, she on my mind all day, every day. Brothers, we there. Brothers don't admit this shit, but I'm just telling you, right? She on my mind when I wake up, when I go to sleep. Man, everywhere she on my mind all day, right? You're in that phase where you just really just can't help but just think about that girl, right? Brittany will get your ass there. She'll fuck you though. Does she value a man's heart? Right? Everybody has exes. Right? I look at how you dealt with your ex. Right? I called the police on his ass. Why did you call the police? We got an argument. Did he hit you? No, he didn't hit me. But, I just wanted him to know that, okay. And goodbye. Brittany Renner got a video. Oh, you want to have a baby by a basketball player? They're really dumb. Like, you could just get them in there. And then you fucked around, had a baby by a basketball player who was a kid who was 18 years old playing for Kentucky. You show up at the game, you're a grown ass woman, and you poach him at 30 years old. You have this child and leave him in weeks and disqualified. That brother posting all online, all sad, like, damn, maybe he want to be a dad to his child. You don't even let him see his child? Oh, no. Disqualified. Right? Now, that woman could be beautiful. Brittany Renner, you can meet her, talk to her. Well, she treated him like that. See, this is dumb shit. This is what women do. And me. What we'll do is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, this is the thing, like, a woman, a lot of times, you'll talk to them, you'll spend time with them, you get to know them, and they will fuck you. They will get your heart enthralled with them. You'll be all into them, and then they'll do some shit that'll fuck you up and hurt your feelings, and you'll be hurt, right? Or even worse, she'll be in a relationship with you, be your woman, but she has some immaturity issues that you probably can see. One of the best things you can do, guys, and I know people don't believe this, but you should do this before you get engaged. Go to counseling. Before you get engaged, if you're really serious about a girl, go to counseling, go to marriage counseling, premarital counseling before you go and get married. When y'all are dating, if you serious, and I know you're like, well, man, that's way down the line, man. Ain't it? I'm like, look, if y'all dating, y'all in a serious committed relationship, it's very foolish for you to date a woman and just wing it and just think that we gonna see if we can vibe together. Because a lot of shit, I'm talking about a good counselor will bring out a lot of shit that you would not even think, right? Because a lot of us don't know how to date. And so I think the best way to protect both parties is to do that early. And I would tell a woman, look, if we're really serious about this, after y'all date, I mean, not after the first week of dating, so it's not like y'all in a committed relationship. Okay, let's go to counseling for marriage. No. But after a while, when y'all been dating, let's say a year or so, or 6 months, whatever, y'all get to where y'all really might be about to, you thinking about it. But before we do that, let's go here. Let's go. Before I ask you, let's go here and see. So you sit and you talk. And that's when you start seeing that ugly shit come out. You know what I'm saying? That's when the ugliness comes out of the woman. That's when you get into the counseling. And you see that she doesn't like, for example, I was talking to a girl. I never forgot this. I was talking to this girl, right? It was the same girl that dated the dude that was the educated lane guy. And the dude looked all Poindexter, wore penny loafers, and the nigga was freaking Ike Turner. He didn't beat her like that, but he treated her bad, right? And she had a lot of baggage and shit. The nigga was cheating on her. This nigga humiliated her ass at a party in front of everybody one time, right? So that's the type of, I'm talking about this nigga lame to the motherfucker. Like, that nigga did what? Anyway, she got with me. We was dating. And she constantly was insecure about everything. She was insecure about, she was dark skinned. She was insecure about being dark skinned, literally. Like I said, damn, we have a child that be dark. We got a big ass argument about that shit, right? Second, and she a cool chick. I'm not dragging her. I'm just telling you, this is some of the flaws that she had. So what happened, one of the girls that I talked to, that I told her I was crazy about from Tuskegee, called me like 2-3 months ago. Prior, right? So one night, I'm getting ready to go to work. This is when I was a progress manager. I'm laying in the bed at our house, sleep. And I don't know, man. You know, you just feel somebody watching you. So I open my eyes. I look at her, and her ass is sitting up staring at me, which scared the shit out of me, right? I jump. I said, "What's wrong with you?" She's like, "When was the last time you talked to Lisa?" I said, I don't know, years ago. Because it's 3 in the morning and I'm asleep, right? I didn't remember that little 3-second corresponding text messages I had when I asked 3 months ago. I just went through your phone and I saw you correspond. I'm like, oh, okay. I rolled me. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna sit up here and argue with your ass. So the next day she got attitude. I had to sit her ass down. Look, I'm not dude, okay? I know dude did this, did that. I'm not him. Please stop trying to put me in his category. I'm not him, okay? We are different people, all right? I forgot I even talked to the dumb girl. You saw what we said. Hey, how you being strange? It wasn't like I was trying to, hey, baby, let's hook up. It wasn't none of that. She, you know what, you're right. You're right. I'm like, all right, then. Come on, man, calm down. But what I'm saying is, she had baggage from a past relationship. It ain't no telling. She married now. So from what I hear, that nigga done went through all types of shit with her crazy. But that's what I'm saying. The dude, this chick was insecure about shit that had happened that had nothing to do with me. Counseling is a very good way of vetting a woman. So that way you don't have to go through a lot of the bad shit that goes into a relationship. But a lot of brothers can't even make it past 2 weeks with a woman without saying some real disrespectful shit. I venture to say Ejisa would probably piss a chick off in a week with some of the shit he say. Just listen to him talk. No disrespect, bro. But Ejisa would probably talk himself out some ass. He really probably would. Real talk. Some of the shit. Come on, man. Real talk, bro. Some of that shit you sound like, what the fuck this nigga talking about, man? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So a women a lot of times it's the same way, man. Like you gotta, as a dude, you gotta protect yourself, man. Some of these women are they got a lot of baggage. They got shit that they dealt with. Everybody has it, right? Like Ejisa has baggage. He don't think he do, but he do, right? And so it's from not being, all baggage ain't from relationship. A lot of baggage is from other shit, right? So Ejisa, the shit he's saying right now, you need to find that shit out to protect yourself. But he's not going to speak up. He's not going to probably try to protect the woman's heart. He's not going to leave his ass alone. Stay away from her. He said it. He said, hey, she say something, I have no choice but to leave her alone. He ain't leading. That's not leadership. That's letting the woman make the decisions. You make the decision. He don't want to make the decision. Right? It was sisters. This is a good example. This is what happened. And that educated lame nigga won't, a lot of them don't make decisions. They don't talk. They don't speak up. And so what happens is you wind up getting fucked over in a relationship. Because you let this nigga make the decision. What are we doing? Okay, you calling me on a consistent basis. What is this moving towards? Damn, man, I just want to kick it. I understand you want to kick it. I like you. I like spending time with you and all that. But I don't like wasting time because if I develop feelings for somebody, I like to know that we're moving towards something. I don't want to develop feelings for you and now I'm all crazy about you. We fuck around, start having sex or something like that, and your ass, I don't want no relationship. I don't know. So before we even get that far, what is this? Make that nigga put that shit out there. Now, it doesn't mean that he won't lie. See, it's not that easy. See what I'm saying? When people, she should choose better. A woman can do everything I'm saying, and the nigga still ain't shit. Yeah, baby, I want to be in a committed relationship. I want to move towards marriage. All he want to do is, and he gone. Right? So, a man needs to, you can force him to speak up and be a man, but that don't mean he gonna be one. He just gonna say the shit he need to say to be one, right? And then to get what he needs, and then he might move the fuck on. Women, you have no way of really knowing. You really don't, right? So, I see y'all going back and forth about sex outside of marriage. Really, truth be told, that shit causes so much stress and drama for a lot of folks. But hey, people feel like they can't. The world tells us we can't go without it. So a lot of people feel like they got to, and you lead yourself down another path because with sex comes emotions. This is why, and I'm glad y'all talking about that, because as a woman, you need to protect yourself. If a man is protecting a woman's heart, if he ain't protecting her heart, y'all need to be watching it, because you fuck around and you get in that bedroom, you are at a disadvantage a lot of times as a woman. Because you receive and he gives. And so what happens is that man gets with you and he creates this soul tie, this bond with you that you yourself, I seen women fuck with dudes, think you gonna just have a cut butt. Next thing you know, you in love with this nigga. You don't know why. Because y'all having sex, y'all ain't just having sex. This nigga laying here caressing. He trying to put it down. He taking his time. This nigga giving you a massage. He got the music. Y'all got the candles going. Right? This nigga, I'm talking about dog. This nigga is giving you the full court press. And you think, oh no, we just having fun. No. And so I hate to see a lot of y'all sisters get left because you're not quick to understand that's this nigga trying to romance your ass. No, he ain't. We just chilling. We ain't on nothing like that. We just spending time and kicking. Y'all haven't said this nigga in there like he like this.
Don't talk, just listen. First of all, I have to be honest with you, baby.
I mean, he got that candle wax. He in the
I lied when I told you I never wanted to see you again. Can you? Just for tonight. Maybe.
nigga putting that Jodeci on. I'm telling you, he said the move. He got, and you think, see, some of these, see, let me tell you what sisters do. And brothers, y'all know, a lot of times what women do is, you think you gonna just come and just play and then get out. Right? But men know if you do it the right way, you got them. What woman don't want to be caressed every inch of her body? Just he done took some oil and just rubbed that shit. These niggas ain't just trying to fuck. He trying to get you to be so attached that you gonna keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Look, listen. Don't let him be a fool. This nigga gonna get some whipped cream. I'm talking about just go with it all the way. And you think you ain't just attached to that shit? You think you just gonna come in there? And some women can. Some women go in there and get all that done. And I don't care nothing about that. That was just fun. But I probably say about 80% of women cannot do that shit. I don't fuck what they say. Even the niggas that they say was just cut butt, they got feelings. And niggas know that. So you get with the wrong man. He refuses to step up and lead and tell you what the fuck y'all building toward. He wants you to make the decision. He wants you to tell him what the fuck y'all building to. Right? What type of relationship is that? Right? Like where the woman gotta set the boundaries and shit. I hate to pick on you, Jason, but that's what you say. So I'm just going with what you say. I mean, she tell me, I'm just go with what she say. Oh, okay. Right? You know, you put that Jodeci on. See me, I'm an old, just show the after party in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Like, where my song at? Where my song at? Where it is right here.
You 1, 2, girl, what you wanna do? Baby, pump me while I pump you. 1, 2,
Woo! Boy, I can tell y'all some stories about this song here. Yeah. Look, man, this whole tape. I'm talking about, I had a stereo that I played. I used to put it over where I would start at. This one right here. Yeah, man. Yeah, no. Hey, Jodeci, the interludes, all that shit. This right here. This right here. Look here, man. Listen. Where it is? Is this it? Time and place. This it right here. Jodeci is my favorite 1990s R&B band.
just watching the birds fly. Guess I'm kind of.
Let me tell you something, bro. I ain't gonna go down there. We're gonna keep this. This gonna be a rated G video. I don't even want to go. I don't want to go into what happened. But anyway, right? But anyway, like I said, you go around a nigga, he putting that on, he got the candles on, and the black light. He eating you out for an hour straight. You didn't come on. That's what these sisters do. And so the perfect combination. He don't tell you what time it is. He does not look at protecting your heart. He doesn't. He just keeps spending time with you. Yeah, men get attached. Of course we do. I'm human. I don't know about y'all. Yes, I've gotten attached. Yes, I got with women. We just having, you know what? We just fucking. I don't know. Oh my God, that shit was so good. God, I want that again. I miss her. Boy, that was good. Like yeah. Damn sure did. You got me. You got me. I got guilty. Yes, I get attached. I don't know about y'all, right? But anyway, get with that person. You think you're gonna have this sex, and it's just gonna be fun, right? And the next thing you know, your ass catching feelings, right? And just how you know as a dude you catching feelings. You find out some other nigga trying to holler and you don't like that shit. Yeah. You don't like it. What this nigga doing on? You don't like it. That's how you're like, why? Am I getting jealous? But I mean, we both said we wasn't gonna be. I'm getting jealous. I don't like that. I want it. Because you got to think somebody sit up there and massage your damn body for about an hour and a half. Y'all have sex till 3, 4 in the morning. Just slow moaning. Y'all hold each other tight, sweating and shit. Man, come on, bro. Come on. That's making love. That ain't fun. Okay? Y'all all kissing and just telling each other's dreams. Like, you know, I want y'all lay there, talk for another hour. You get it up again, go at it again. Like wild animals, right? That type of shit. Y'all, you know, that type of having sex. Hey, that's not having sex, dude. That's something else. Right? And you see her the next day, y'all just smile at each other because you know y'all supposed to be just friends, but y'all know what time it is. She coming back the same. The next day she coming back. The next day. Next thing you know, y'all having sex every day. Been there, right? And you like, oh man, that was just. And some of your best memories, some of your most fondest memories. You was with that Jodeci on, and y'all having this, y'all having that, you know, and you giving her a massage, you taking your time, you know. And we as men, we know what we're doing. I want your mind, when you think of me, I want you to think of just pure ecstasy. Good music. I'm gonna give burning the candles. I want it to smell good. Right? I want you to relax. I'm gonna get that aromatherapy. I'm gonna get this damn oil, and I'm gonna pour the oil on one hand and rub it on my hand. Then I'm gonna spin it over so my hand is hot. I rub it real slow. Get all that. Make you relax. You got that eucalyptus in it, so you relax. Got a little tingling. Oh yeah, all the details. Pay attention to all the details, right? Because we know as men that is the details that get y'all. Y'all are y'all pay attention to details. Y'all pay attention to shit like earrings, and, watches. And we watch you, the type of shoes you wear, and shit that women. That's so we love. Y'all love details, so we pay attention. A man, a good lover is gonna pay attention to details. Just from what I, you know what I'm saying. A man is gonna. If you want to get a woman like. Putty in your hand. Pay attention to them damn details. Quit trying to rush and jump in. Just take your time. Pay attention. Her whole from her fingers. Those are very like her fingers are. I'm telling you, the crack of her elbow, like not on the back of the elbow, but inside. That's everywhere. Behind the knees. I'm talking about every inch. Right? You do that type of shit. A woman ain't gonna go into that situation and come up out of that feeling like that's just a butt. Most of them. What gets us? It don't take much for us. Just look good. Just stand there in some painting. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? It's different for us. It's different. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Men don't need all that. But a woman, y'all need. We know that it's a challenge. I enjoy that shit. Yeah, I enjoy the challenge. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I enjoy the challenge. Oh, because all of them different. That's what brothers don't get. A lot of brothers think they can do the same shit, same. No, they all different. That's why you gotta be humble. Can't be arrogant. Can't think I'm gonna do the same shit I did to so and so. I'm gonna suck her chin. And no, that chick like that silly shit, man. This one like that is spit all on my damn chin. That shit just turned me on. Can't do that, right? So you gotta be able to, I ain't gonna go. We're going off on nuts. We're going off on a tangent. Point I'm trying to make, all in all, sex is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? What she say? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm seeing now. Thank you, sister. Thank you. And all these sisters know I'm telling the truth in here. They know. They've been there. Right? Yeah. Look, everybody like me. So I'm just a little different. My mind works different. Yeah, we vision. So yeah. Yep. If I just see you walk around, I'm like, oh God, I'm ready. I'm just watching. You be walking around taking some shit to the trash. I'm just gonna stand there and stare. Look at that ass. Whew, good Lord. Man. And the rest is, it don't take much. Right. So at the end of the day, a man doesn't have to He's not gonna come out and do the things that see that the sisters is co-signing what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you. Now I was young and didn't know this stuff. I had to learn this stuff. Right. And I got a little practice off this CD right here.
I'm kind of high and don't give a So I want to come to you on a real good and let you know how I feel.
Yes, emotionally you can get a man. Listen, a man, a lot of brothers, the way that they heart is through sex. A lot of them. It's a way you ain't gonna go. You finna make this video go somewhere else. It's a way certain women do things that make brothers. Oh my God, I'm in love. Like it just depends. It depends. You like, man, I can't get this everywhere. So it just depends. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. We gonna this. You gotta keep this PG now. Okay, this PG. Cause I tell you, you gonna like, look, do this, make this, do this right here, do this. I can tell you, I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna go there, right? I don't want to get too graphic, but I try to be classy on my channel. I do, but I'm gonna say this, man. Originally, like I was saying, protect your heart, and a woman needs to protect her heart. Don't be out here with no cut buddies. Don't be out here spending time with a dude and spending more and more time with him because you will get attached. Women, one of the easiest ways to get a woman's heart, consistently do whatever the fuck you do. You consistent with a woman, that's how you break them down. Fellas, am I right? Consistency. You know what I'm saying? You almost had it. Shit. I ain't gonna go there. Ain't gonna go there. That's another video, right? I might need to get a Patreon. Shit. Hey, the Patreon, I go break it down for you, right? Anyway, but let me say this. Consistency, man. Spending time with a woman, getting her heart into it, feelings, emotions, stuff like that. Taking her out, being a gentleman, being everything. And another thing a guy will do that if he's not protecting your heart, he'll let your imagination work against you. So what he'll do is he'll allow you to think he's everything that your other guys aren't. He'll just let you project that on him, right? And he'll like if you, well, my ex, he did this, yeah. You listen. You didn't say you would or wouldn't do it. She just thinks that you wouldn't, because that's how women do. Because they wrote like a lot of them are just hopeless romantics, man. They ain't got no choice. Next thing you know, she in love. She don't know why. She just got all these feelings for you, and she don't know why she feel that way for you. It's just, why am I like this? Why do I feel this way for him? He ain't even this, he ain't even that, but he just, and that's why. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with this air of trying to be the best lover or anything. It's just at the end of the day, just time and consistency, and just let time do the work for you. Just let time do the work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take all that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it does. Yep, it does. It does. It does can win a man. It does. I do think consistency wins with a man. It does. But see, sometimes what women fuck up is they consistent with sex. You gotta be careful with that. You can like it's something you use. Like women, you supposed to use sex like they say it's like a manipulative thing, but even once you've done it and a man know he did it right, he know he in control. So you gotta, like, I hate to say this shit, because some women try to hold it in or whatever, when they make love, they try not to be so, and what they're doing is they just, because they want that man guessing. Was it this? Was it that? Now, if you confident, you never ask no shit like, was it good? Don't ever ask. I used to ask that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be confident in your shit. Right? Be confident. And so you got to, that's why a lot of things you think is boring, but that's the shit that you do to get all the way to where you don't have to guess. You know it was. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to guess. So you take the time to build all the way up, slow. I'm talking about 45 minutes before you worry about trying to, get ready like that and do what you got to do. At least, you know what I'm saying? If you just want to do something quick, that's different. If you trying to really get, because women, they like a car. You got to like an older, you know how the older people start the car up and warm it up. The car don't break though, dude. You ever notice old people when you buy a car, they shit be damn near brand new. That bitch might have 20,000 miles on it. But it's like the day they pulled it out the damn showroom, still got the new car smell in it. Right? So at the end of the day, a woman is the same way. And, you know, dudes, we know that shit. Just like, and so women, like I said, listen to me, right? Like I'm up here telling y'all all, what if I use this for evil? What y'all gonna do? Like, I ain't trying to be funny. And I'm not trying to sound braggadocious. You wouldn't, I ain't gonna say you wouldn't, but a lot of women wouldn't stand a chance with all this stuff I'm talking about. All I gotta do is lie to you, tell you whatever you want to hear, say whatever, and then get you and do. And that's what a lot of dudes do, especially a lot of young dudes. Or dudes that have been sheltered and hadn't really had a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? When they get out there and they start learning some shit I learned back in 96. They just not learning that shit. They learned it at 35, 36, 37. So they excited out. Man, I did this and she came, man, and she had an orgasm. Oh my God. And I love that feeling of making her scream. I just love it. It just felt so empowering, right? And that's, you know, once a dude hit that ain't got nothing to do with having orgasm. That's just something knowing, like, man, I gave her pleasure. Like she just, you know, she crying and running and all. Once you got to that point, you feel, okay, I'm the man. I'm the man. I know I'm the man. Once you got like that, that's power. This feels like power to a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of men use it anyway, so not much we can do. Eventually, we catch on and leave. Exactly. But see, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about, sister. Sophia, however you pronounce it. Sophia. This is the thing, what you just said. A woman, that's what, guys, we know this. That's why I say the stuff I say about us as men, being in these situations, not being able to. Women, they got kind of a blind spot for that shit. Like, once you get them to a certain point, they emotional creatures. It works to their disadvantage because they follow their hearts a lot of times. And we know this. And so we use it. We manipulate and we use it for what we want. And so when you say, oh, you just choose better. Look, man, she couldn't choose better. She couldn't choose better. Because as soon as she came over to the nigga house, this nigga put this on. I mean, this nigga kissed her. He all gentle, just sucked her bottom lip, just whispered in her ear, I'm so glad you're here. Like, oh, God, like, just, come on, man. This is what these niggas is out here doing. So y'all you can easily tell a woman, yeah, you know, thank you. See, the sisters admit it. Thank you. She like, you know, I know this nigga. I really don't know. I'm gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? He up here, come on, he grab her by her hand, walk with all gentle. Lights out, you got your shirt off and shit. You just walking, you holding her hand, Man, come on, man. She ain't gonna make it up out of there alive, bro. She not making it up out of there alive. You know what I'm saying? You want them romantic niggas. You want to slow dance and shit. You want to hold her. And then if you tall, you put a head on your chest and you stroking your fingers through a hair of gentleness. Look here, bro. I'm dangerous, man. I'm dangerous. I use my powers for good, though. You don't say that little shit. You rubbing her hair like, I'm so glad you're here with me. Come on, bro. Come on. Women are emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? Dudes know that. Dudes, we not like that. Dudes ain't like that. Most dudes ain't gonna be. Women ain't gonna do us. Women don't do us like that. Well, sometimes. Some of them do. But most of the time, you the one doing that. You're not the one getting that done to you. And a woman or bro, they'll just give you the heart, man. So I feel sorry. Exactly. It's a great idea. You are correct. With great power comes great responsibility. A lot of dudes aren't really good men, man. A lot of dudes aren't really good, really good guys, because what they tend to do is they use women. They get them emotionally riled up. Like Jesus just sat up here and said, he gonna let a woman decide what type of relationship they're gonna have. it's up to her. It's up to the woman. She's not gonna allow a man to have. He's not gonna allow that woman to tell him what it is. He gonna allow her to take over and lead. Well, what are we doing? You spending time with the girl. You consistently spend time. You calling, texting, you going over there all the day. You doing this, you doing that, trying to get her emotionally wrapped up. You put your Jodeci on. You do this, you do whatever, and you use all this shit I just described for evil. So now what? You know what I'm saying? But when we get in these spaces, they should just choose better. Look here. A woman can't distinguish a good man from a bad man because a lot of times people just lie. People are deceptive. People change. People may love you, then one day they don't. Then what? You pissed him off because he thought you shouldn't have said this, because he believes that red pill shit. So you said something that he didn't like, and the next thing you know, now he's gonna dog you. Now you're going down a path of destruction in a relationship. You don't even know it. You still thinking this man, he consistent. He's showing you the time, you doing it, but you just in the rotation. You don't know that shit. But now you in love. Now tell a woman that's in love. I'm gonna give you a good example. I heard TDJ say this. The hardest thing that it is for a person to do is to get out of something that your flesh has grown to accustomed to. I'm gonna say that again. The hardest thing that it is for you to walk and come out of is something that your flesh, your body, your spirit, you have a habit of doing. If a woman has a habit of being with a certain man or being sexual with a guy, she's habit of talking to, that shit hard, bro. We gotta go ahead and tell the truth. You gotta tell the truth. It's like that for men. When a man is in love with a woman, it's hard for you to cut her ass loose. If y'all, you know what I'm saying? So if a woman, we don't talk about it like that because we act like that shit don't exist for me. But a lot of women are that way. They'll get, man, a woman, if she in love with a dude, I seen it. Women, once a woman in love, it's hard for them because their hearts are into it. We know that shit is men. When these brothers come up here and say that shit, they either lack experience or they're not really thinking from that woman's perspective. They don't understand women, unfortunately. You understand them, you know. No, I know why she thinks that way. I know why she's like that. So that's why you hear me bitching about, you choose better, you choose it wrong. No, I get it. Right? But if a nigga is a 5-time felon, drug dealer, 5 babies out of wedlock, then yeah, I agree with you. She should eventually wake the fuck up and say, this nigga ain't shit. Let me leave for this nigga give me a baby. Right? Lori Harvey. A lot of bros can't stand it. At least she cut Future ass alone. But you saw Future was in love with her ass. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Let's see what y'all saying. Also, is why some women go mentally insane or crazy as a result, depending on the damage done. Exactly. That's true. That's how I was a 17-year relationship. I had to leave mentally, then physically. Yeah. Look, a woman, what movie was that? Baby Boy? We was talking about you not getting enough act right, you ain't getting what you need, and you just leave because he's not giving you enough to stay in the relationship. It's not just open and shut. It's not some just dry, open shit like, oh, you know what? This is what it is. 1 + 1 is 2. You should be logical. This guy is this. And a lot of these niggas, like I said, that are educated, they ain't shit. A lot of them. You got just as many of them ain't shit, just like the thugs. You damn near got probably just as much chance of being successful in a relationship with a regular Pookie and Ray Ray you do with some of these dudes that's out here talking this shit, talking about they need to be in a relationship with a woman, and the woman, you know, if she don't really define what it is, well, shit, that means you're gonna use her. You're not gonna protect that woman's relationship heart. A man needs to protect your heart. So does a woman. If you're in a relationship with a woman, she needs to protect your heart. Right? If she know you in love with her, she know you want to be with her. Let her protect your heart. She know that shit. She not gonna keep going out with you and being consistent. You may not like it, but you'd rather that woman shut that shit down. It might hurt for a day or two, but you'd rather be hurt for a day or two then you done put your heart into a situation with a woman and had your shit. She done used the shit out of you, and then she fucking some other nigga with your damn money or with your you done paid for some shit. This nigga fucking her in the clothes that you bought her, or the damn you done have been made her ass out of because you thought that you was in love with this woman and you knew this shit wasn't what it was. So as a man, number one thing you need to do, define that shit early. You better. You know what I'm saying? As I was younger, I didn't think like this. It took life and experience and getting older and just seeing how shit go and seeing like, yeah, you better define it. What is this? After about 2 days, to be completely honest with you, for a woman, 2 days. They calling you every day, 2 or 3 days, because you gotta think that's over like a week or two, unless y'all going out every other day. That's even worse. So if y'all talking all the time, consistently, okay, once a week, okay, maybe. You ain't gotta really talk about it. But if y'all talking every day, straight, then obviously y'all building towards something. And you gotta say, hey, are we in a relationship the first, week, obviously, but I do think you need to say, okay, what are we doing? Just so you don't waste your time or hers. All right, guys, it's late. I'm finna lay it down, man. Y'all have a good one. God bless.